Did you check there? Are you certain that you didn't just check over in this chair?
Now recording.
Now recording.
All right.
Now recording.
Now recording.
That's not the Optimus voice.
I'm pretty
You
sure
have to hit it.
Craig. I don't know if the Craig recordings, because the ones I post on YouTube are just my OBS recordings. But I don't know if the Craig recordings record the now recording thing. So I'm like, I should just leave that in, and everyone is gonna think we're insane because we're always saying hi to this Craig who never says anything.
Yeah. Now, just out of curiosity, Jaden, did you just say that voice is the Optimus voice? That's so not the Optimus voice.
That's not what I said.
No. Oh, okay. Okay, I just checking because I was about to split hairs with you.
I don't recall saying that.
I'm sorry. I thought I overheard.
It's okay. I think I
Okay,
just
you
said
forgive me,
now
that's all.
recording.
Okay. Just making sure because I was about to be very cross with you.
It's all right. Chill now, you lot.
Chip pip pip cheerio. How's your mum?
I've been watching a lot of Doctor Who. My British is up to date.
I am a very big fan of the movie Beer Fest, so I feel like I'm better suited for Cockney.
Oh,
What about Shaun of the Dead?
See, they're too fine. They're too
You think so?
refined during a outbreak of zombies. They're just talking about chips and going out to the local pub and getting their nibbles.
Right. That's funny.
Whereas me, I prefer hearing that, that really thick, "Hey, you're all shit in no trousers, mate." Like, oh dude, where are you even from? Who talks like that? Come on now. Then to find out that's actually real. I was like, I don't know, 16, 17 when I first saw that movie. So I was like, come on.
That's funny. Dana's family talks like that, and the Doctor Who.
Who's your favorite doctor?
Hey, Bill.
Um,
Try adjusting
David
your
Tennant.
mic like forward or away from your mouth just to see, because you do get some crackles.
And some echo.
Is that better?
That's pretty good at the moment. I haven't heard any echo, but
Or is that from Frank? Oh, I have Frank's thing.
Yeah, whenever Frank hops on his onto
better.
Roll20,
Yeah, you just have to leave on Roll20.
it shows.
Well,
Yeah, I get that same problem.
you have to turn off. If you go to the Roll20 to the My Settings tab on the far
Okay.
right, you can turn it to where you don't hear his voice.
Others can hear or see none. I can hear or see. Well, I want to hear.
Well, you don't want to
Okay.
hear it through Roll20. If you want to see his
I just want to see video. Yeah.
want to see his face, then leave it on video. But
You know what? I'm gonna be
Okay.
the chief diversity officer.
Okay.
I'm gonna say fuck it and throw a wrench in this whole role play.
Do it. Bro, I'm literally about to propose at this thing that I'm going to basically change everyone into vampires.
Ooh, a Fortune 500 company run entirely by vampires. I feel like who is it? Is it Frank's?
Oh.
Is it Frank's clan or Hayden's clan that might have a problem with that?
I don't know.
It would be my clan.
Be Hayden's clan probably.
My clan would have a huge issue with that. Be like, you're doing what now?
You'd be dead by tomorrow.
It would also just be the all vampires problem, because too many vampires means
not enough food and vampire hunters.
Yeah, and vampire hunters.
Interesting.
Hey,
Well-
Ron, I have a question. Are vampires more or less fireproof?
They are
Jesus
not
Christ.
fireproof at all. They're the opposite. I mean, technically they burn like anyone would burn, but fire does aggravated damage to them.
Yeah.
It's one of the few things that does aggravated damage to them.
Damn, I was going to say, you could there could just be a unfortunate accident where the entire board meeting blows up, and you were
Now,
just
we
on your way
can-
there.
We don't have to breathe, so we don't drown.
Yeah. You don't have to breathe, but you do burn.
I can be a mermaid.
Yeah, the two things that vampires fear, obviously the sunlight and then fire, because they're the two things besides magic that can actually do serious damage to them.
So if
Fire
you're
bad.
in the water, does the sun still hurt you?
I assume so.
It does, but it would be considered probably, if you're deep enough, it would be obscured sunlight, so it wouldn't
Yeah.
hurt you as quickly.
That
But
means
would
I
you
can
be
just.
crushed under the pressure of the ocean? Or are they like super strong?
Yes, you would get crushed if you were that deep, unless you had none of you have this, but the fortitude discipline. Let's see.
Dude, you could just be a rockfish. Just going around.
Just walking on the ocean floor
Probably
in like the
fortitude.
Marianas Trench.
Yeah, and then your feeding style's on
Yep.
animals and you just fucking eat fish all day long.
Probably the
Eat like dinosaurs from like thousands of years ago.
level 2 fortitude.
I don't
Fucking
know if there's
challenging
enough blood in
sharks for
fish.
their domain.
Be like that movie The Meg. You just find that one little area of like fog, and you go down. And there's like fucking megalodons and shit.
Yeah, Frank makes a good point. There's not a lot of blood in fish. You need to feed off of sea mammals like dolphins and whales and stuff.
Yeah, so it'd have to be like a giant whale down there. And whales can hold their breath for like days at a time, like 7 days at a time.
Just imagine being a
So
sea biologist person, oceanologist, and then like here you're studying these whales, and you just see a
Become a
vampire fucking
vampire.
leech to the side
Oh.
of the fucking whale. You're like, what the fuck?
Going on?
It's
That
a
would be
vampire.
interesting.
They just look like Gollum.
Yeah, it would be like the what is like the Mexican like creature?
The chupacabra.
Yeah, chupacabra. But that's probably what they would think it
Chupacabra
is.
whales.
If you looked at like some pale human leeching off of a whale, I could see that.
Just in my head, I imagine it literally like a leech, just like his body is just completely boneless, just waggling in the ocean while his head's just stuck into the whale.
Ooh. He just like cut a hole with his head.
Yeah,
and
just
just like stuck it in.
buried
there.
his face inside the blubber.
Just drained
Have
the
y'all?
fish.
Have y'all ever seen a pod of whales sleeping? That shit's almost nightmarish.
I have not seen that.
I haven't seen that.
Why
either.
is that nightmarish? All right,
They
time to
just
look it
sit
up.
there. Do they just like sit in a
Google
circle?
it.
And it's like, oh wow.
Oh, jeez.
No,
That's
yeah,
the first.
Hayden just looked it up.
Oh God. Yeah, if you can imagine, what's that island with all those heads on it?
Easter Island?
What?
Yeah,
the-
Easter Island. Just put that in the fucking middle of the ocean,
Oh my
bro.
gosh! Imagine just like crashing your plane and being in the middle of the ocean and like the Bermuda Triangle, and there's just like thousands of whales just sleeping. I think I'd have a heart attack.
Yeah, it's like fucking nightmare fuel. Like, what the hell?
Because they're so big. Like that doesn't even show how like big they would be if you were right next to them. I'm like,
That first picture of that guy swimming with the whales while they're sleeping.
oh yeah,
That.
that's not even close. Like that person is way closer to the camera
Oh yeah.
than those whales.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, totally.
Those are fucking massive.
And I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. I would
Ye-
not be swimming in that water just because
Okay. So
like I'm afraid of those deep abysses where you can't see the bottom. That's literally terrifying for me.
so a human can dive. Well, a human can survive theoretically up to 21 miles down into the ocean, 21.6
Wow.
miles before
Damn.
their bones start to crush. which would be the point where it would. Now your lungs would crush before then, but that doesn't
Yeah, I was about to say the pressure would be a big problem long before your bones are
that
dust.
doesn't matter for
Yeah.
a vampire. The pressure until your bones start breaking, you'd mostly be fine. How deep can a human dive before dying? That's diving without scuba gear.
How dark is it per mile?
How
Like
deep can a
how
human dive with scuba gear? Oh God, this one's.
I feel like 10 miles down is pretty far, and I feel like, oh my gosh, just
Yeah.
thinking of the distance is just scary. Imagine being
I
10
feel
miles
like
underwater.
Well, this is saying
honestly, I feel like being 1 mile underwater would be pretty dark.
it would
Yeah.
be. Oh, it would be. Divers can go as deep as 1,000 feet and explore for a good few hours, but their ascent will be very slow. But this is taken into um, consideration safety aspects of diving. Uh, what
Yeah,
happens?
you wouldn't have to worry about bubbles in your lungs,
See, the problem is
right?
probably not going to find
Hmm.
the actual answer to this uh, because a human has to go down and then slowly back up before they run out of air. Uh,
and and hope that nothing bigger than them or that sees them like, oh, that's food, decides to pick them off on the way up.
Yeah. Unless you're in a cage. Sometimes you're in a cage and it just slowly goes up while you're running out of oxygen and you're like ticking down.
I've seen 47 meters down. They can drop it. They can drop a scuba tank down there.
You think? Yeah,
so
probably.
commercial divers go as deep as 300 meters, which is 900, about 1,000 feet.
Yeah.
Commercial divers have gone down to 2,000 feet with the help of atmospheric suits. The main thing to look out for is being crushed due to the increase in weight that can squeeze your lungs and completely constrict your breathing. There's also the mixing of gases in your blood that starts to go crazy as you get more pressure.
Yeah.
Again, so for a vampire, if 21 miles is the depth it would take to literally crush your bones, I would
That's
say,
multiple thousand feet.
yeah. Um, I would say you're thinking probably like, I mean, you could easily go deep enough to be in the dark for sure, but you could probably go a few miles deep before you started risking taking any sort of damage to your skin. Um,
You
Which
just have to
brings me
devise
to
some sort of swimming suit that would like make you be able to swim well through the water.
you mean like flippers?
Well, like, but I feel like that wouldn't be fast enough. I feel like you'd have to have some sort of like propeller system you could stand on.
Well, yeah, I mean, it would take you forever to swim down that deep and come back up. Um, Actually, no, it wouldn't. Well, average, let's see, average swim speed of a human.
I know that if you come up too fast, aside from obviously the bends, I know that I think the pressure can make your eyeballs pop out.
So the
Really?
average human can.
Yeah, I think as the gases escape behind your eye, as they expand, they'll pop your eye out.
Oh,
The average human can swim at 2 miles an hour. So if you went all 21 miles down, it'd take you 10 hours just to get down there. Um,
Mm,
but so
mm.
with all
Wait,
that said, if you had the level 2 fortitude ability, all vampires with this power exhibit an innate ability to ignore damage that would otherwise inconvenience and even disable others of their kind. It doesn't give protection against fire and stuff like that, but basically that's probably the ability you'd want, is the level 2 toughness ability.
that literally
actually,
is
it
basically
wouldn't
saying
take you
you
10
can't
hours.
get damaged at all in underwater because it's not saying.
Yeah.
But
Actually, so believe it or not, it actually wouldn't take 10 hours to dive to a super low depth. Once you actually escape, I forget, I think it's 50 meters, you actually can stop paddling and you'll actually free dive straight down.
Hmm.
It's the weirdest thing to watch. I saw it once on Animal Planet, like pro divers to get to their depth and stuff. with just a snorkel. Once they get below like I want to say it's like 50 meters, they just stop kicking and they just go.
Wow.
That's horrifying.
Yeah. Can you go back up, or is it a very large struggle?
Oh no, you can go back up because at that depth you're not really facing the kind of you're not really facing as much of a risk of the bends as you normally would be. But
The real
yeah,
trick
once you get below to a certain depth, you just go.
the real trick is managing your time going down so that you don't run out of air coming up.
That's
Mhm.
terrifying. I did that in Belize. I went 20 feet down and couldn't breathe on the way back up and was gasping for air. I
Yeah.
have it on GoPro, and I'm like, "Ooh, ooh, ooh." You can hear me. Like, it's insane. Like, even that was so, like, I felt like my head was going to explode 20 feet down. Like, it was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But here in Houston, you can probably go 10 feet down and be in pure darkness.
Yes. In Galveston, you could go 1 foot down and be in darkness.
No, the sun's light still reflects down there. Yeah, you'd have to go a decent. I wonder in.
Yeah, it actually like 10 feet.
Yeah.
But there's just so much particulate matter because of the Mississippi River.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also because let's be honest, Texas beaches are fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it has the worst sand, the worst smell, oil spills every other year.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
Dig
last
down
time
one
it was
inch
just
into the sand, you find oil.
yeah, like just chunks of it
Okay.
in the sand.
Sunlight entering the water may travel about 1,000 meters into the ocean under the right conditions. Um,
Hmm.
but there is rarely any significant light beyond 200 meters. Uh, so yeah, that's in the clear ocean.
Galveston is neither clear or an ocean, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's like a sewage.
Well, I mean, it's salty.
It is salty, I can give them that. And it has a lot of kelp that have little tiny shrimps on them. That's it.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to find anything to say how deep it penetrates into water here. But I've at when I was in Alston, I dove down and the water is relatively clear, pretty clear. But it got dark, at the depth that I was able to get down to. So like,
And it gets cold really fast too.
yeah, at the
Uh-huh. Those spring-fed lakes and ponds, they get
yeah.
god damn, they get
Oh
cold.
my gosh. The Guadalupe River, freezing.
But yeah, the articles on the vampires who want to make their lair in the water suggests also digging into the mud just in case. All right, all right. I guess is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what Frank's doing. He's like
I'm in.
building.
He's doing things. He
He's
put a thumbs
giving thumbs.
up. Okay.
I can hear you. I'm just doing stuff because we were just chit chatting.
Yeah. All right. Uh,
Do we have a board meeting?
well, that is one of the things planned for tonight.
Okay.
Let me close this, open this. All right. Welcome once again, mortals, to this session of Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition, Houston After Dark by the Integrated Dice Management Podcast. I am your storyteller, Ron Bjork, and with me tonight is Bill.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Bill. We'll be playing your wonderful, lovable therapist, Jerry Wilson. But I'm also tonight going to be playing the chief visionary officer for a Fortune 500 company as well.
I don't know if
So,
it's
yeah.
a Fortune 500 company, but
It could be. Yeah, I mean, I do have a large sum of cash.
Speaking of large sums of cash, up next is Jaden.
Hi, my name's Jaden. I'll be playing Wesley Isaac, owner of Isaac Genetics. Yeah, my wife has a Lexus, and I live in Spring Trails.
It is a character trait that she has a Lexus.
It is.
It is, and she has brown hair.
I do need to make a character sheet for her specifically for the Lexus. No. Actually, did I make one?
I think we had the picture. Yeah, I think you have it.
Humans. Oh yeah, I'm
Holy
pretty sure.
Carol Isaac. Yeah, right here.
Yep.
She has
We
it.
have we have the character sheet for a Lexus.
Well, it's not for the Lexus, but that is one of the notes on the sheet.
Yes.
Uh,
But yeah. Thank you.
up next is Frank.
Hey everyone, I'm Frank. I currently don't have a monitor, but I'm also playing Cole. I forgot my last name because I can't see it. You're not very mild mannered anymore. Tech genius. But I'm also going to be playing a board member who has no name, and I did not look up a title. So let's call him Master of Whispers.
I dropped a list of corporate titles into Discord.
I was wondering where you're all getting that stuff from. Somebody pick me out something real quick.
Hold on.
You should be Chief Cloud Officer, the individual with the business within the business who has the primary responsibility to ensure the organization is getting the most out of the cloud computing.
Chief Cloud Officer, you said?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm the
All right,
chief
I'm
executive
that.
officer, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
you're the only title that anyone has ever heard of.
Yes.
Correct.
You should
I've also
you should just be the Chief Technology Officer.
the CFO, which is the Chief Financial Officer. Those are the only two titles I know.
Yeah.
You could be the
coup.
Yeah. Okay, and last and least, we have Hayden.
Oh,
It's true. My name's
Dang.
Hayden. I'm playing Max Cox.
yeah, you
And
are.
my throwback to last week. My NPC is, you know what? The Chief Diversity Officer.
Chief Diversity
Oh.
Officer. All right. Okay, and so today in the game world is Monday, January 6th, 2020. Top news. Actor George Lopez accepts Iran's bounty to assassinate President Trump. So
What?
see if that happens.
I remember that.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
That's insane. What?
Deputies used drone to locate teens involved in a robbery chase in Cyprus, Precinct 5. And Frozen 2 becomes the highest grossing animated movie of all time. Trending on Twitter,
Gross.
Harvey Weinstein, Joaquin Phoenix, and the Puerto Rico earthquakes.
I saw Frozen 2 in IMAX because
Gross.
my fiance accidentally bought it. So we had to see it. It was so good though.
So you accidentally broke
Accidentally.
up with your fiance.
Immediately. After witnessing the movie.
You're
She
like,
also
you
bought
made
the
a
popcorn.
terrible choice,
And then I left.
and this will not go unpunished. I am leaving you.
Did you take the popcorn? You should have
I
taken
did.
the popcorn. Yeah.
And then I got a refill on my way out.
Good.
That's how you do.
Yes, sir.
All right. Who remembers what happened last time? Because honestly, I barely remember anything.
My phone's all the way over there.
I coughed a lot.
I do remember that.
Yeah. Bill's
As
back at work.
far as I remember, we didn't do too much. We more took the night off. The main part of it was finding out that the app side of this company, of the startup,
Oh yeah.
someone's been playing with it, and there's been a premium charge. And so we're trying to figure it out, but it has little to no connections with Isaac genetics.
Correct. Yes. Okay, that's right. We didn't do a whole lot last time. That's what happened. And before that, you guys found out information on the various sires and stuff like that. And you discovered that there's a vampire club at U of H, and you also
Oh yeah, I sent this text in the group chat.
a text.
Yeah, to the company group chat
Company group.
about when I re-listened to the episode.
Oh yeah. And I lost my train of thought.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
God.
So tonight the thing that at least Wesley Isaacs cares about is that he has a board meeting at 8 p.m. Wesley, what do you do when you wake up tonight?
I do what I always do. I
Actually,
jump. Oh,
roll
okay.
at the bottom of your sheet, roll rouse to see if you get hungrier, because we didn't do that last time. You do. You're currently at hunger 3.
Okay, so I go to 4.
Well, no, I just bumped you up. So
Okay.
I was looking at it and clicked on it. So you jump up to hunger 3.
Okay. Wow. That's. I got a little grumble in my stomach. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I jump to my feet. I brush my teeth because I got those pearly whites, those canine sharp tooths. I gotta look good for camera, especially since I'm proposing a deal tonight to my fellow associates. And then I see my wife because I've been sleeping all day, and the kids have just gone to sleep. Well, I guess it'd be probably around
It's probably
6.
like 6:30, somewhere around.
Yeah, right. That's okay. So they're still awake. I see them. We have dinner, my breakfast, and then I am.
So
What do you eat?
as you sit down to dinner, your wife puts a plate of pork chops in front of you and the kids, and one of the kids is like, "I hate pork chop." How many kids do you have?
2.
One of them's like, "I hate pork chops. I want chicken." And she's like, "Well, too bad." And
I hate pork chops. I want chicken nuggies.
There's one that's 7, and then the one that's 9.
That's
The girls, Sarah, Jared, 9.
do you
It can't be worse than my ex's kid.
True.
So.
do you eat the pork chops?
I do. Do I have to roll to see if I throw up immediately?
So you'll have to do another rouse check
You
to activate the.
You could, if you wanted
Ooh.
to, do Breath of Life.
Yeah, but that requires another rouse check.
Oh.
I recommend doing the Breath of Life with the rouse
Okay.
check.
I'll
Yeah,
do that.
because you realize if you don't do that breath of life check, you're gonna have to also make a charisma check to not piss off your wife.
Yeah,
What's wrong with my food?
True.
you'd immediately throw it up otherwise.
Okay, so how do I do that?
So just go.
you have a board meeting and a divorce the same day.
Click that. Do rouse check again.
Okay.
All right. So breath of life
Oh no.
always works, but you get hungrier.
Oh,
But you're
God.
able to keep it down for now. But you now need to bump up to
She
hunger
sees you
4.
struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is hard for. Of course,
This is crazy. I'm like sweating this entire time. We're like eating. I'm like, anytime she asks me anything, I'm like, yes, honey. And I'm like,
and honestly, at this hunger level, it probably tastes awful.
it probably tastes like ass.
It doesn't even.
You ask if there's like any leftover pork
Can I
chops.
get some hot sauce, please?
And
Didn't
they're
the
like,
kids
yeah,
get their
there's
blood
like
taken
3
last
left
week?
in the. She's like, yeah, there's 3 raw ones in the fridge. You go over there and just start eating the fucking raw ones.
I start drinking the blood. I'm like,
Because pork chops, you
You
have
start
to make
sucking
them
on the marrow bone.
You know, pork chops, they got to be well done. You can't have medium rare pork. So there's not a drop of blood left in these things.
Who
damn.
told you that?
Fucking Jews.
You're not. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to eat undercooked pork.
That's why Judaism outlawed pork a lot because it had a lot of health risks.
Interesting.
Pork and chicken you're supposed to fully cook.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, that's what they say.
I live in the 21st century where I can get my stomach pumped. Thank you. I will live as adventurously as I want.
So yeah,
I will agree with you on the chicken though.
as soon as you swallow this meat down, you know, it is your insides are not happy about this. You're gonna have to go get rid of that. Also, you made yourself very hungry.
Yeah, this is a
And
problem.
you're going to a board meeting with a bunch of
Okay.
Happy Meals right there.
Well, I'm gonna put. Is my wife coming to this board meeting? No, she doesn't work with me. Okay, I'm gonna put her to bed, and then. Well, no. Okay, I'm gonna slip her a Benadryl in her food while she's eating. Can I roll for this?
Okay. Um, so
This entire roleplay is just
Do
so
you-
intense.
Do you have no power or something to where you could just be like, go to sleep?
No, I don't.
so
I have
sleight of hand is larceny, so you don't have larceny, so it's just going to be a flat dexterity check. Now you can make another rouse check to give you a dice bonus.
Oh no, I don't think I should.
You're gonna fucking eat
Do
your
it.
wife, bro.
I'm
No,
gonna
you're gonna
eat
eat your
her, and I'm
wife.
like,
Do it.
No,
Do
I'm
it.
gonna just do this dexterity with what?
Just a straight dexterity check.
I hope you fail the
Okay.
fuck out of this roll.
Yeah.
She sees you drug it.
Oh,
no! What's gonna happen?
Divorce lawyer tomorrow. You're 50% less rich.
He got one success. Let me pull up
Don't act like you're giving it to her. Drink it yourself.
Carol Isaac. Did I give her stats yet?
Oh, no.
Be like, you put it in there and she's giving you a weird look, and you're like,
I
oh,
can
this
just
is
play
for
this
me.
off. I'll be like, look, hey, I'm about to be up super late. I want you to have a good night's sleep.
All right. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna make this random because she's a weak
Okay.
mortal. So,
Oh, no.
Weak moral. Wow, you got lame bitches
She's
over
gonna
there.
die.
Yeah,
It's gonna be so
I'm
sad.
gonna do 2d9 to determine what her 2 high stats are.
all my food is tough.
The Benadryl's gonna upset her.
2 8s. Damn it.
Damn.
Okay, let me just do it again. Don't give me another 8. It's going very slow.
Oh,
What the heck?
You know, fuck you, rolls, Ron.
How come I can never be that successful in roles?
4. So she has 2 in charisma and then 2 in wits. So, well, that's not good for you. So, and then her skills. All right, we'll just do plain wits for now. We'll give her a 2 dice chance. If she gets more successes than you, she spots this.
ooh.
Dice rolled 0. Oh, it's doing stupid stuff. Hold up. Enable.
I was like, I don't think that's possible.
Try again. See if that works this time.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. So she sees
Literally the number you did not need.
she
Oh,
sees
no.
reaching over there and is like, honey, what are you doing?
Oh my god.
Don't worry. I just want you to have a good night's sleep. I'm gonna,
Uh,
tidy up everything before I have to go to
I've
work
been
tonight.
taking care of the kids all day. I'm gonna have a good night's sleep. It's
That's what
still
I'm saying.
what day is today? Is it today is January 6th. It's still Christmas vacation.
Damn.
Kids have been out
Exactly.
all day.
So you could sleep in tomorrow. It's gonna be a great night. Look,
I'm gonna
I
sleep in
know.
tomorrow. You're the CEO. I don't gotta do shit.
Give
you
me
take this.
give me a persuasion roll. Manipulate
Okay.
charisma plus. No, this is manipulating her. Give me a
Yeah,
manipulation
this
plus
is.
persuasion plus manipulation.
Okay. Any modifiers?
No.
Okay.
Unless you've got the specialty lying to my manipulating my wife. 3 successes. Okay. I don't know. That'd be composed. She can't unless she gets a crit. I don't think she can do this. So she has to get 2 tens. Well, she did good, but she didn't get 2 tens. So um, you got more successes. After some bickering back and forth, she's like, "Okay, fine. Well, don't put it in my food. I'll just take it with a glass of water." And she takes some Benadryl.
Easy claps
Hey,
tonight,
she's pulling
boys.
the Hayden.
All right, all right,
Goddamn.
all right.
So
So
it's 6. It's
Quick
we have 30
quick PSA out to anyone watching. Don't drug your significant other.
don't do this. I'm a
Fuck.
vampire. It's different.
We need to
I'm
put adult
hungry.
content on front of this episode. Be like, yeah, we're talking about some potentially harmful things to
See,
people.
it's like that. It's like that saying: you can have your pancakes with brown sugar or syrup. I have both with mine because I'm a piece of shit.
For a second,
right.
I thought you were gonna be like,
Well-
you can have your pancakes with Adderall or Benadryl. And I was like,
Oh
all
my
right.
gosh. Do you want to stay up or do you want to sleep in 30 minutes? Anyways, like I said, we have 30 minutes now. She took that. So what time did you say it was?
It was 6:30 when you sat down to eat.
Okay, so this is probably like 6:40.
Okay, so let's see. She's got 2 points in science, and number 8 would be 2 points in stealth
Ooh.
randomly, and
I
then
have 4 points in science.
that makes sense that she has 2 points in science, and then the third number is 10. So she's got 2 in stealth, 2 in survival, 2 in science, and then
Maybe she's a private investigator.
she gets 5 stats at 1. So number 13, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1 in intimidation. 10 would be animal kin. 14 would be leadership. 3 would be craft. And 25 would be 27 politics. So she's got a 1 in craft, 2 in stealth, 2 in survival, 1 in animal kin, intimidation, leadership, and politics, and 2 in science.
Nice.
And as a weak mortal, she gets no other things. So there. Now your wife is statted out.
She statted out.
Yeah, so okay, so she goes to sleep around 7, I guess.
Yeah, which will give me an hour or 30 minutes to get ready after I roll to eat
Okay,
finally.
so she's knocked out.
To not eat one of your kids.
Well, here's the thing. So let's see. Let me look at this. You're at hunger 4. So that would be all right. So you're going to feed on your wife, I assume.
Yes.
All right. So
Damn. I really hope this isn't a foreshadowing for your future marriage.
yeah. So the first thing you need to do is at the bottom of your sheet, click the frenzy button to see if you frenzy.
Okay.
Would you fucking murder your wife?
We've never done this before, so I'm hoping this button.
Difficulty 1.
No, it is difficulty 3.
Ooh.
Yeah, because you're hungry as shit, dude.
Okay.
You ate that
Oh,
pork chop.
Oh.
you did good.
Oh, God
You
damn it.
did good. There we
Nice,
go.
bro. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Crisis
Am I
averted.
seriously the only one that has fucking failed a feeding check?
Well,
Yeah.
I think we did yours wrong, to be fair, but yes. So okay, so definitely
Shut up.
feel the beast welling up as you bite into your sleeping wife's throat, or wherever you bite
Oh,
her. And
Hickeys.
how much blood are you gonna take?
How much can she survive?
Okay,
How much does she need? Come on, let's be honest here.
so
Yeah, that's
She's
what I
Jesus
was saying.
Christ.
She's what, like 120, 130?
let me.
You call Bill's character, hey man, how much can the human body have until there's like barely enough blood?
Well, let's see. At one liter loss, she's going to be dizzy and have a headache. At 2
I-
liters loss, she's probably going to lose
It's not
consciousness.
measured in that way. All right, so a sip from a human gets you 1. A maximum non-harmful drink would get you 2. A harmful drink that risks death unless treated would be 3 to 4, and then they're dead if you take 5.
Okay, well,
I
I'll take
just want to
2.
take 2.
So yeah, so you can reduce your hunger by 2, and I'm just gonna write down that you fed on your wife this night for 2 points.
Mm.
Are my kids
God.
asleep?
Oh,
God,
Dude,
no! It's
for
summer,
sec-
it's winter vacation. What kid goes to sleep at 7 p.m. during when
never
they're going to
know.
school?
I had a horrible thought that you're gonna go feed on your kids too.
I will.
Hey, there's
Are
2
they
more. There's 2
asleep?
more points of hunger there.
Exactly.
He can
take
only
one
take
each, so
per
that'd be fine.
Yeah, you can
You
take.
just walk up to him and be like, hey baby, can you take this pill for daddy?
I hope you live.
Oh my god, dude.
So bad.
So they are.
We're gonna have to put parental content on this video.
They
So
are what?
they are mind controlled in some way. You don't know the specifics to not question these things. You
Oh yeah, isn't my wife supposed to be like that too?
yeah.
Or does she just
You did not
notice?
have to feed on your wife. You did not have to drug your wife. Um,
Dang.
oh, by the way, let's see. Since you fed on her, that's a 1d 1, 2, 3, 4.
What?
To see what mood she was in. Well, no, she was sleepy. She was drugged, so she's gonna be in the
This is gonna be in the good feeling good category.
yeah. Well, she's in the phlegmatic category, which gives you.
Ooh, phlegmatic. I like that word.
Oh, this chart I have doesn't tell me that. I'll have to look at that in a little bit. But depending on who you feed, you get certain bonuses to your disciplines. I'll figure that out.
Mm.
Are you gonna go feed on your kids?
Yeah, if they're asleep, or I guess
Jesus
they don't. I don't
What
have
the
to. They don't have
fuck,
to be.
dude?
I'm gonna walk
God,
up to them
I
and
thought
take
I had
something.
some fucked up thoughts.
Nah, bro.
They are not. They would not be asleep. No.
They're free cattle.
Jesus Christ.
Dude,
I swear to God,
you're
you're gonna
a fucking
gonna
monster.
you're
Oh
gonna
my
chain up your
gosh.
wife and kids in the fucking
No, I'm
basement.
not. It's just circumstance.
Just gonna start reveling in the flavor of their fear, whatever.
I have to be.
All right.
This is what life
completely-
crippling addictions and sociology not mix.
All right, guys. So with children, the safe amount you can take is only 1. 2 is
That's fine.
yeah, and 3 kills them.
I'll just take 1 from each. Do I
Wait,
need to
we
roll
have
for that?
stats on feeding on kids?
I'm just determining this. Yeah. That
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, this game gets too
God.
deep.
if they
I was
were
like, this game.
if they were like older teenagers, I'd probably give them the same as
Yeah.
adults. But these are both younger than 10 years old.
They're very young.
So yeah, they're in there. They're playing Kirby All Stars on
Perfect.
Nintendo Switch. And
Losers.
what do you do? Yeah, they're playing.
You have loser
If they're
kids.
just sitting on the ground away, I'll just sneak behind them and just like make them feel like they won for a second. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh my god! So you bite
God.
into the older one or the younger one?
I'll do the older one first because the younger one
More
wouldn't
blood.
notice.
Yeah, more blood.
So you bite.
I'm visually blanking this out from my mind.
By the way,
Oh yeah.
I should point out, you only need to feed on one of them because to reduce your hunger to 0, you have to kill. So you
Oh, okay.
go down
Yeah,
one.
I'll just do the older one then.
Yeah.
Do you hate either of those kids?
No, this don't feel great. This isn't harmful to them.
You're gonna raise some fucked up children.
You're never gonna know.
Your kids are gonna have therapy
They're
their
playing
entire
Kirby.
fucking life.
They're gonna come see me.
Oh,
exactly.
God.
I'm just
That's not
thinking
even any
maybe
better, Bill.
What are
it's
you
all-
talking about?
it's all for the money scheme.
care. I care. Jerry cares.
So
Jerry cares.
you bite into your child, and
God.
Oh God.
yeah, he
Another one.
Never did Ron think he would have to say those words in his life.
You bite into the fleshy neck of your child.
he freezes for a minute.
What's the younger one doing?
The young
Bill, role play the younger one.
Daddy, what are you doing?
the younger one. So as you bite into the older child, the younger one looks over, and his eyes kind of glaze over for a second, and then he turns
Ooh, like a
and stares
clown.
forward. Yeah, just like like they don't
Perception filter.
change color, but they give that kind of where you're now suddenly daydreaming look, like you're no longer paying attention type look. And he just stares forward until basically you're done, and the other kid basically does not react.
You didn't see shit. Okay.
All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
And they also
dinner.
lose.
Don't tell mommy.
I don't know if you can lose a game of Kirby, but they lose a game of Kirby because of this. Because they
God, what fucking losers!
they both just
Did you
kind of
lick their
zoned
necks?
out. Yeah, do you lick everyone's necks to seal the wounds?
Yeah.
Do you lick your
Why are
kids'
you doing
necks?
this? We need to edit so much of this out.
This is so fucked up.
It has to happen. This isn't about anything. This is just for
If-
survival purposes only.
Right. All right. I found the
If-
proper
if-
chart to now. Let's see what your kid's mood is.
If we edit this video, it's gonna be so choppy. There's gonna be so many split ends on this video.
Oh yeah.
So he has a well-balanced, negligible resonance in the persuasion of, well, he's having fun, so he would be
Until you ate them.
he would be in the mood of sanguine, so happy. So he was in a happy mood, which gives you I don't know if you have either of these things, blood sorcery or presence. Presence, you do have presence. So
Okay.
if you do a roll with presence, so if you use all, rolls involving that ability will have a +1 dice bonus. So I'm putting in resonance, sanguine resonance, +1 to presence. Okay. On the off chance that we actually remember that. Granted, you're probably going to use that power soon.
Okay.
Okay, and so then after you're done feeding on your children,
I put on a suit and I head towards work.
all right, you're
God,
towards work.
this is the worst cup of coffee in the morning you've ever had.
That was the best cup of coffee.
Meanwhile, the next person to wake up will go with Cole. So Cole. Oh wait, is Frank there?
Is Frank even like? He was doing things.
Frank,
He's
you alive,
Oh.
buddy?
I think he's putting on his headphones. Oh, he's here. He's getting here.
he's doing something.
No, he.
Sorry, I think I just messed up my water cooler.
Well, what are you messing with it for in the middle of the game?
He got
Because I haven't had
thirsty.
a part in the game just yet, and it's been too awkward to jump in.
So
Have you not heard us just
Yeah,
being
have you
dicks over
not been listening to?
I have, and that's why I have stayed silent.
Oh, and get ready. We're not going to be any quieter for yours.
It's gonna be intense.
well, Cole, just before you wake up for the evening, normally when you wake up, you're just instantly awake. But there's like a very brief moment where you hear intangible. Everybody start whispering unintelligible things quietly.
Oh my god.
It's
That's
like that.
9/11 was
Oh.
conspiracy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you hear unintelligible whispers for a few seconds, and then your eyes open.
The
And
world is flat, Australia's not real. The government is run by snakes.
And as soon as your eyes snap open, the whispers stop.
Cannot be silenced.
What the fuck was that?
They don't start back up. You're alone in whatever. I don't know where are you at?
This is probably the final time I stay with my my mentor. I was still trying to get my place ready.
All right. So you're still sleeping on a cot in an office building.
That is correct.
Okay. So yeah, so you wake up on your cot. Is there anything you're gonna do? You know, when you we need to make you need to roll to see if you get hungry.
Rouse.
So rouse check at the bottom of your sheet. Of course, it's not as big a deal when you get hungry because you've got blood on hand. Although I don't remember. I need to keep track of how much blood you have. It should be on the core page. Yeah. You're only at hunger 1, so you do not get hungrier, so you don't even need to feed. So do you have anything particular you want to do now that you're awake?
I mean, my biggest plans for the day would probably be finish up getting my lair in order,
Okay.
or my home in order.
All right. Well then, we can
Groovy.
just for that we can just move on from you. You know, because we'll get to the group thing in a little bit. Because you know that doesn't require any special dice rolls or anything.
That and I probably want to say goodbye to my my
Your mommy.
sire once I'm done getting
Yeah.
my place.
So you've realized that you know, this is the office building that she kind of operates out of, and you can usually find her in her office, looking through paper documents, because she can't use computers, and looking over what, you know, basically the reports from what happened during the day and her business, whatever that may be. So that's usually what she's doing.
So I probably just go kind of on the door frame. And I'm like, hey, so I'm pretty much got my place all set up, so I'll be out of here tonight.
She says, "Okay, well, good luck, and you know, I'm sure I'll pop by at some point, and if you know you need anything, just you know where to find me. I'll usually be here, or at least you can. Presumably, she gave you somebody's phone number that you could contact to contact her. You know, her secretary or whatever."
Yeah, I got your secretary James's cell number, so I can give him your thrall or golem. I forgot what you call it.
Oh well, it's called a ghoul.
There we go. That's the word. I'm still not up on the terminology names.
Oh, it's fine. It's you know, us old folk like to use our terminology, but you know, I'm sure your generation will come up with new words.
Yeah, but I mean, Ghoul was created like centuries ago, so my generation is kind of lacking apparently.
Well, you know, once you're 200 years old, you can probably make your own words.
But that's when you get set in your ways. It's not worth arguing about.
I guess. All right, so then.
Okay, well,
go ahead.
the last thing I guess would be the thing I talked to you about earlier.
Oh, to try and make her use your phone.
Yeah, for whatever reason, so that I could kind of get a weird ink.
Oh, that's right. Well, I don't know. What are you going to do to cause her to use your phone?
Um, I don't know. It doesn't
Whatever.
matter.
We can figure something out with that in a little bit, or something more interesting for that.
That's also an option.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, good night. Oh, so was there a time limit on me doing the app, or not the app, but the fixing the technology thing? Like, I know y'all, as in vampires in general, not you specifically as a Mexican heritage person. I know y'all, again, as vampires, um, live a lot longer, so time is kind of slightly different for you than me. Not as a white male, but as a
Frank,
She
you're so awkward.
so she's like, no time limit. I mean, in a few months or so we might, I might ask you, like, have you had any progress or something, but every now and then, just like a progress report. Honestly, I don't expect you to lift a curse that's been around for hundreds of years overnight. um
Okay, well, I mean that's good.
yeah.
I did have one other question. So the prince, not the guy who sang Purple Rain, but the vampire prince.
Yes.
He had said we need to find these people.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I realized that we've got the names, but we really didn't get any descriptions of any.
Oh, what were their
I tell her the names. I tell her the names that we have because I don't remember what they are.
Okay, let me see here. She
Why didn't they ever turn Prince?
well, maybe they did, you don't know. um
Purple Rain.
uh,
Oh my God,
well,
Vampiric Prince. He only gets more beautiful.
I've never heard
Vampiric Michael Jackson.
I don't know I don't know Liam or this Jess Crowkless person, but Olivia, she's, well, she's got pale skin, uh like us, like most of us vampires. She's got long black hair. She likes to wear a lot of black. Like, she goes into the whole
He's the goth.
the goth thing. I know she's always carrying around like her
Does she
phone
wear a choker?
and taking pictures of herself and stuff. Um, I don't really know anything about. I know, like, the social media is a big thing nowadays, but obviously I don't really get on that too much. Not plus we don't, even if I could use a phone, we don't show up on camera very well. But I know she's always like taking videos of herself, like little seemingly pointless videos, like just saying, I don't really understand, and talking about like she's got followers or something.
Called
Frank,
TikTok, sweetheart.
can't hear you. I see your mouth moving.
Is she on TikTok?
I don't know what that is.
I pull out my phone and I bring up TikTok.
Okay,
I need to roll them.
make the
Make a roll.
technology plus, it's social charisma. Technology plus charisma, and it's difficulty of, because you are Bane severity level 1. That means it is. Oh wait, where'd that page go? I just difficulty 2 to see if your phone works today.
I
You failed. Okay, so you start going to TikTok, and then yep, your phone dies.
well, I'll try to look it up. Do you by chance know what she might go by on social media?
Uh, let me do a roll for her to see if she would have ever bothered to pay attention to that. But that was a good question, Frank.
What would be technology and charisma?
I don't know. I'm just throwing something at you.
Social media.
Yeah, because it's
I mean,
social media.
yeah, I guess. I've got 1 in charisma.
Social
I've got-
media check.
I
Critical
have-
fail.
I have 1 hunger dice. It says 5, and then okay, yep. I forgot how that works.
Let's see. We'll do for memory. I think to remember things. Oh wait, that's wrong. Cancel. This plus this. All right, 5 successes. A messy critical. Oh wow. How's that gonna play?
Something supernatural happens.
Or her. I don't see how she gets hungrier. That's one of my options if I can't think of something that would randomly happen. You don't notice that, but she gets hungrier. She seems to think about it and looks pretty irritated. Maybe she doesn't like this person. Maybe she had a bad memory, and she's like, "Oh, that's right. I think I remember her calling herself Cassandra on social media. No last name, just Cassandra."
One word, like Madonna.
Okay,
Madonna,
well,
these nuts on you.
I'll write that down, and I'll see if I can't look her up. That's about it, though. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I'm still not happy you turned me into a vampire, but I understand it was just kind of protocol.
Well, don't forget you agreed to it.
Well. If I remember correctly, I don't remember, but I do see the contract. I did see that, so yeah, it is what it is. All right, so bye, and just walk out the door.
Bye. Okay.
I shoot a text to the group of changies, which is what I'm calling us in our head. The description and the name Cassandra, and that is what she might go by on social media.
All right. Yeah, so you guys get that. I'll go ahead and say he can send a text for this. He's not trying to do anything complicated. Sending a text message to someone he already knows doesn't trigger the curse this time.
But if he's stressed out,
Yeah, so you guys get that. And Hayden, you wake up as your phone is vibrating with that text message. Where are you waking up?
I assume I wake up in my apartment, specifically inside the bathtub.
Okay, inside the bathtub. I'm assuming there's no windows in your bathroom.
Yeah,
That's good. You don't have one of those weird shower windows.
yeah. Or you can poke your head out and yell at the kids in the backyard. Hey!
Oh, you could literally do that at the window at the house I grew up in. Although
Grandma's naked inside.
I call it the voyeur gate.
God.
Well, I know your character has plans for the night.
I have a couple
I
plans.
don't know how you're going to do all that. So what do you do when you wake up?
So I wake up, read the chat, and go, changies? Wow.
I believe I
and
said changelings, but it might have came out changies. I
changelings.
apologize.
Okay, I thought you said changies, and I was like,
That's what it sounded like he said.
I might have slurred it or something. I don't know, but in my head, I was calling us the changelings.
all right, I guess my rouse succeeds.
Yep.
Stay at 1 hunger.
Hungrier.
And so I wake up and I privately message Bill, or sorry,
Jerry.
Jerry. I privately message Jerry and be like, "Hey, Jerry, there's something I need to talk to you about. Amongst other things, let me know when you can talk. But besides that,
Yeah, you don't have to do anything special right now.
yeah. Ooh, I know what I need to do. I need to completely trash my apartment.
Good. Good.
Good, good. All right, yeah, so I trash my apartment. I just spend the next hour or two just throwing things around, breaking stuff.
So I'm gonna want.
Not trying to.
So I want to roll because you're trying to make it look like something happened. That's going to be subterfuge, plus what physical what of the top 9 stats, the traits, what do you think would go with that? To trash something. Because you're trying to make it, I assume you're trying to make it look like something happened, right?
I mean, if anything, it just looks like I had a mental breakdown.
Yeah, yeah. Um, subterfuge plus, whatever stat you want.
Where is subterfuge? Oh, there it is.
This is,
I'll be-
if a detective looks at the house and it's like, I think he did it. You get a Sherlock Holmes type and he starts doing crazy.
I get a 1 success.
It's
Oh.
what did you add that to?
Charisma.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Like, I have no.
that's true.
I have
Yeah,
nothing in subterfuge.
that's true.
Can
Well,
I do streetwise?
no, not streetwise, because you're creating a lie here. I'm gonna
How
note.
about general athletics just to destroy shit?
Yeah. But yeah.
So you're
Yeah, so
you're
that's pretty much what I do for now.
that's if the police bother to look at your apartment. I don't know what y'all's death plan is, so I mean, if it's they may not need to look into it. All right. So and then
Don't worry about it. You'll learn.
Yeah.
last of all, Jerry, you wake up with 2 text messages on your phone.
Well, I'm trying to get my character sheet to come up. It's giving me a lot of problems. I think honestly, I got to reload real fast. It just crashed on me.
Okay.
Well, anyway, until that comes back up, so wake up, go for a nice big stretch. I hop off of whatever I've been sleeping. I'm assuming a gurney of some kind, and I start doing my wake up yoga.
All right. I'm gonna.
And also going through my personal mantra: I am great.
All right.
I am under control. I am valid, and I am beautiful.
I rolled for you. You do get hungrier, so you're at hunger 2. Not a huge deal.
Yeah, that's fine. I can live with 2 hunger. Okay, so I go through. I check my phone real fast. Now that I'm done. Now I'm done with my physical and mental warm up for the day, and I'm gonna see Cole's message and be like,
Okay. When you see Cole's
Tangies.
message, give me an academics. Is your sheet up yet?
yes,
Academics
yeah, I got it back up.
plus intelligence.
Alrighty. Yet. Come on, what are you doing this to me for? Academics? Where is that?
That would be under skills. It's on the top right of the skills.
Top right. Oh, duh, right there,
Yeah.
in front of my fucking face. Want to point out, Jerry is smart. Bill is dumb as shit.
That's all right. It's all right. 1 success. Okay. Yeah. No, nothing rings a bell. All right.
Nope. Don't know what that's about. Just gonna ignore that.
I mean,
Frank, I'm leaving you on red.
well, it's you just the point was to see if you found if you remembered something from the massive, because the notes that I gave you, she gave you a ton of notes that
yeah.
so I was just going to see if you remembered something from those notes. You don't remember it, therefore all you saw was Frank's text and have the same reaction as everyone else. Or whatever
Yeah, I figured as
Jerry
much.
have. Okay.
And then I'm gonna go over to Max's message, and you're gonna be like, "All right, we're gonna." So we got some things we got to work through, or we got to get through. I knew some of these people were messed up. All right.
Y'all are keeping these messages secret from us. um,
Well, they already went through what the messages say. I don't see a reason to have to go through all that.
okay. And then, so is there anything you're gonna do while you're at home? Otherwise, we're gonna hop to the board meeting because gotta get that done before Jaden falls asleep.
Already am.
I'm going to send a series of text messages to the managers of the food store and the gym, and I'm going to go through my notes for any of my patients that might have come during the day
Okay.
today for the place. I'm going through small business owner
Right.
type shit.
Okay. So back to Wesley. So Wesley, you are heading into the office to see what the heck is going on at your company. When you arrive, the most of the board is already there. They're sitting around one of those big tables, or yeah, I guess it's a table.
Yeah.
It's not a desk. One of those big tables. A bunch of people in suits. Obviously you know them all because they're members of the board of your company. Um, and when you walk in, you do see that the guy Jeremiah Donkuke, who is the guy who's buying up a bunch of your company. He's already there. When you walk in, everyone stands up, like you would for a judge. And I say this because that's what they do on TV when the CEO walks in.
Interesting.
Everyone stands up and like, good to see you, sir. People are trying to shake your hands and kiss your ass and stuff like that. What do you say when you walk in?
Hello, everybody. Hold on. Settle down. I know. Our pretty face. All right. Anyways, I've
My
gathered
guy
this
doesn't even get out of his chair.
What?
I gathered y'all here today for a couple of things. First of all, sales. Great right now. Good job, sales team.
Thank you, sir.
Second of all, I have a proposal for the future of this business.
One of the board members, he's like, sir, don't you think that we should address the elephant in the room? And he kind of like gives this Jeremiah dude the side eye.
Wait, what's happening again? I completely forgot.
Dude bought up 30% of your company.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's actually the one who called the board meeting.
My guy's gonna chime in real fast. Yeah, man, like him buying out all these shares is making people really freak out. It's really harshing my vibe over here, guys.
All right, guys. I know there's a new face here. This is Jeremiah, not the Jerry that you know and love, but this guy. He was a business friend of mine and wanted to acquire some of the company, so I allowed him to, and that is what it is.
He stands up and he's like, if you would, gotta remember his voice. It's slightly different than the usual voice. Thank you, Wesley. If you would allow me, I can explain myself.
Yes.
And
Why are we hearing from the new guy first?
Yo,
I
man,
feel like
calm down. We all just need to join hands in a circle and just accept that sometimes new people come into these things, man.
suddenly all the mortals in the room, actually Wesley too, but this you would likely recognize this for what it is. All the mortals in the room um, are paying like basically he activated the all ability. So you are all paying like this dude suddenly is now the center of your attention. You are in awe of him as he begins to speak. Uh, Hello, and thank you all for coming. I know I've caused a bit of an upset, and I bet you're all wondering, who is this man? Well, as Wesley already said, my name is Jeremiah Don Q. You can simply call me Mr. Don Q. Uh, I I represent a firm of several corporations in a variety of fields who have taken an interest in Isaac Genetics. I have many contacts in the local, state, and federal government, and in fact, I've already used those contacts to greenlight several of the projects we've had pending for government approval. And he passes out some documents to everyone with like I don't know, like 10 random projects that various levels of importance in the company that have just for whatever reason been in the like pending approval stage. Like it's like the government hasn't said no to them, but they haven't said yes yet, and he's pushed all of those through. Y'all can start working on them right away. These are like various it's a pharmaceutical and genetics company, so I don't know, probably had to get like environmental approvals and all sorts of things like that for the different things that you do. And so these 10 projects, all of them are greenlit. um, uh, as you can see, I can bring a lot to the table, and um, my firm is specifically interested in this company. Uh, Specifically, we would like to uh, put our money where towards the funding towards more synthetic blood research and also genealogical research. Um, we felt that Isaac Genetics was the perfect company to spearhead this program that we need, and that is why I've purchased such a large sum of the company, because much of this is going to be tied up in uh, our money. But rest assured, I'm not here to wrest total control from good Mr. Isaac here. I am simply uh, assisting uh, Isaac Genetics in uh, moving forward in the future. And then he yields the floor to Wesley now. And of course, Wesley, you've not heard of any of this. The last time you spoke to this man, he asked to buy 10% of the company for, you know, what you assumed was just so he can have, some investment stake in
Yeah.
the company.
Well, I have to go along with it because I'm around everybody. So I say like, thank you. But yeah, I just had one more thing. Before y'all all go home, tonight. Um, I have.
Oh, and he turns off his all.
Okay, so they're looking back at me. Um, a proposal for a uh fat reducing pill. And I know that there's been those in the past and they haven't been real. But I think with the technology of today and some help from my very knowledgeable friends, I think we can figure out or devise a pill that can revolutionize what it means to be human.
How's a fat burning pill gonna do that?
Because it's going to make you realize how you truly look.
I am fit. I do not need it.
Okay, well,
Yo,
there's
man, if you're fit, then it's not a product for you, and you just need to shut the hell up, bro.
exactly,
But I
man.
think one thing that we're all forgetting, that everyone is perfect the way they are, all right? As the head of diversity, I'm pretty sure everyone is beautiful in their own way. So this sounds pretty fat phobic to me.
Look, it is open to anybody. It doesn't matter if it's not for you. It's just whoever wants it can have it. It's it's just another product on the line that we could use towards furthering research in other places.
I can respect that because to be honest, no matter how body positive the world gets, fat burning products always sell. They always sell.
Exactly. And then we could get some people healthy in the meantime, might even increase the lifespan, just of the general public just from being more healthy, you know what I'm saying? So,
Another guy at the board, he's like, uh, D- Daniel here, Chief Legal Officer. Just to make sure that he'll actually work, because if we say that you're going to lose weight and then you don't, that's opening the company up to a lot of lawsuits.
yes. But I think we can devise something that might be able to work. I have a pretty extensive history in inventing genetic or furthering the genetic frontier. So I think I could devise something well in over at least a month, if not less, to start dishing out to the public.
God damn, that is some cutting edge technology right there. Damn.
Yeah.
Can I say?
Well, as the chief visionary officer, I only want to make sure that we're really putting out a positive message to our general customers, but also got to make sure that the investors are well taken care of. We're using their money on some pretty fun stuff. And sometimes that money is unfortunately isn't able to be returned. So we got to make sure we're returning back to the investors, you know?
Exactly, and that's why I devised a 3-point plan. If you look here on the board, we are going to make product, sell product, get money. So the third statement here, get money, is where we get money and then we can give them money. Okay? So it's easy. You see? Make
I
product,
really wish Alex
sell.
was in this group right now. Could you imagine the owner of our company listening to this and be like, "What the hell?"
He would hire me immediately. I'd be a
He'd
salesman.
fire all of us immediately. No, I take it back. He'd give us all stocks in the company, and we'd all
Yeah,
become members of a board. There'd be a board.
oh, to
Daniel
be
would have to
corporate.
answer to us. Oh,
Anywho,
Daniel would hate that. Daniel to have to answer to us, in particular you, Hayden.
Oh yeah. Daniel would just give me a look and be like, "I'm gonna beat you up after this," and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
but do I need to roll persuasion,
Yeah.
or is everyone on board?
Yeah.
Well, I would like to say that we don't marketing it solely as a weight loss pill will give it a negative connotation to that effect. What I believe would be a better option would be to have not only as weight loss but also as a multivitamin or
I was
a
thinking the same thing
general
whenever you
health.
brought this up.
You know, actually, a really common issue with weight loss supplements and all that stuff is that they can cause some pretty bad indigestion. What if we made an indigestion pill that
It
had
has
a side
Imodium in
effect
it.
of weight loss?
It
Imodium just
constipates
helps you
you, so it
stop.
makes you strong. It
Imodium
makes
just
you.
helps you stop pooping. It doesn't help with heartburn, man.
Oh, well, then we could add some um
But what if we
tongue.
marketed it as as a product for acid reflux or something else, and a side effect could be weight loss? That way, if there's weight loss, hey, that's great. But if there's not, did it help with your heartburn? There you go.
All
Interesting.
right, so I'm
I
gonna
do
role
think
play
this.
another guy real quick, the chief
Okay.
medical officer. I'm gonna be like, this all sounds really great and handy, but I think back in the good old days, there used to be this little known supplement called cocaine that helped people lose a lot of weight. So, maybe we just bring back the good old times, maybe tone it down with some Adderall or something.
Hey, I like your thinking. Let's talk later. But I think
All of a
I
sudden,
believe we need to
this
fire the chief medical officer.
all of a sudden, this mousy dude with like these big nerdy Harry Potter glasses chimes in. Yes, as the chief legal officer, I will let you know this right now that the Food and Drug Administration will be down our throats.
Excuse me, I am the chief medical officer or chief legal officer.
And then we just start looking at the two. It's like, where'd you come from, mousy boy?
what is going on?
I don't understand what is going on. Is this some kind of practical joke? I've done legal for several of our malpractice suits on some of our failed medications. If you remember the ill-fated make them fly pill,
Why do you sound like Ben Shapiro?
or the well, and do you remember the side effect of that one? I can pull that out. Quote unquote. People started shoving things up their butts.
Hey,
Oh, I remember that
lifestyle.
lawsuit. That one was a weird one. By what's his bucket? Carl Bird or something like that. Yeah, I remember. I remember that one. That was a wild one. I don't know how he got my phone number,
and
but
if
I
you're-
heard from him for like 3 days.
Yeah, and if you remember correctly, he went to prison.
Yeah, that's true.
He had a massive mental break, and he went to prison. Do all of you want to be in prison? No, then we do not add cocaine.
So I look at the first legal officer, and I go, yeah. So I don't know if we could justify him for taking the pill for shoving things up his butt or prison. I would have to go with prison because weird things happen in prison. So, but however, as far as this pill goes, we don't have to release it, so we can just do all the testing we want and then find out how we want to market it.
Look, give me a week. I'll devise it, and then I will bring you what it'll actually be, and then you can tell me what y'all think then.
But what are we going to
Yeah,
be
I'm
doing
cool
with
with
the synthetic blood? And I look back over to the other guy.
He says, well, he says, my firm is interested in helping those with blood disorders, and unfortunately, in certain parts of the world, there's a severe shortage in willing donors. So our company,
And clean blood.
and yes, well, that's the thing. There are willing donors, but they don't necessarily have suitable blood for transfusions or any such purposes, and therefore, if we can
Or disease.
if we can synthesize a blood that will um, uh, work with ideally a universal type, but even possibly individual blood types that we can simply use those instead, that will be accepted by the human body. It can potentially save millions of lives.
Mm.
And
On a real note, everybody listening, don't forget to donate at your local blood donation center. Thank you.
It's not that bad.
From people like you, PBS.
Giving blood hurts less than taking a shot.
This is true.
the first chief legal officer is like, well, speaking of what we were talking about earlier, if is it
More than 4.5 million patients need blood transfusions each year in the U.S. and Canada alone.
That's a lot of blood.
Thank you, Chief Information Officer. Uh,
A little delayed.
43,000 pints is the amount of donated blood used each day in the U.S. and Canada. Someone needs blood every 2 seconds.
The human
Yeah,
body can
you're about to
the
need blood if I don't punch your nose out right now.
human body, the human stomach can hold roughly a pint of blood before vomiting.
Good to know.
Please,
Good.
please don't
Good
ask me
to
how I
know.
know things.
1 pint of blood can save up to 3 lives.
Anywho,
Healthy adults are at least 17 years old.
someone
At
fire
least
this man. Get him out of here.
The chief security guy stands up with 3
every
buff men,
56 days,
and we
or
just
every 2
drag him
months,
out.
I have
female
turrets
receive
come from the
53% of
ceiling
blood
that have like
transfusion.
laser pointers onto his head.
As you're
Males receive 47%.
as you're dragging him out
94%
to the
of blood donors are registered voters.
as you're dragging him out,
4 men red blood cells.
I'm gonna chloroform you.
as you're dragging him out, the chief visibility officer makes sure to hide him from view. And the chief
Well, that was a
reputation,
fun.
the chief
That was a fun
reputation
meeting,
officer
y'all.
says, "Don't worry, no one will hear this."
Good.
The
You were saying,
oh, sorry.
Oh, the other chief legal officer. Yeah, yes. I mean, I was just saying, like, are we wrapping it out up? Because if it's that time of the meeting and he pulls out a bag of you know, he's like, I mean, we were talking about it earlier. Pulls out that bag of white powder.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, I like this guy. Let's go.
legal officer, please leave the room. Everyone else, let's take a 5 and meet back here, and we will see what the party goes.
The chief
I have the
visionary-
individual's
the chief
troll.
visionary. The chief visionary officer raises his head out of the bag. Do you mind if we make it a 10? I've got to. Oh man, I gotta go to the bathroom real fast.
Why did
That's
that
fine.
grunt sound like something else? Bill?
The chief experience officer, he takes the bag of powder and starts you know, starts putting lines all over the table for everybody.
Wow,
This is
what a great
this is
guy.
a Fortune 500 company, you know.
This is the greatest meeting ever.
This is what happens.
This is what every meeting's like. This is just like a normal like Thursday night.
After all the edits, there's going to be like 15 minutes of usable content here.
What are you talking
What? These are all consenting millionaires.
All of
Okay,
this is
everyone
usable
knows that
content.
this is what they do.
This is all true
Yeah.
stories.
about?
Yeah,
Look,
these are all millionaires. We should be happy that they didn't bring in like some like someone from a third world country so they could eat his brains.
I've seen
Oh.
Mad Men, okay? Next thing you know, they're gonna be all sleeping with each other.
Oh, it's
Mm.
that kind of movie.
So
I need a refill. I need a refill of my scotch, bruh.
I guess you know, while the meeting comes to an end, Jeremiah Donque, you know, he's like, well, you know, he thinks to himself, well, this was easy, and you know, just kind of gets up and you know, he's gonna leave. Nobody really opposed him, so he's good.
No, yeah,
Well, he already
your board of
bought it,
directors
like,
gets
it's-
sidetracked easily.
Oh yeah,
not
your
like
board
we
of
could say
directors know
much.
nothing about how to run a business, so here we are.
For real, this is why we're actually here.
Just like in real life.
Just for the drugs.
Drugs.
I've seen the Facebook
BBC
movie.
drugs.
We like have to record 30 minutes of like an actual meeting, and then we just pause the recording and then have like an actual party.
I guess. So yeah, so the meeting's gonna come to a close. Wesley, is there anything else you wanted to do with this meeting?
I don't think so. I think it went over well. I mean, I can just get to work on devising.
Your weight loss indigestion pill?
Yeah,
That's certainly all that's gonna be in it.
exactly. I'm gonna actually put exactly what I'm saying inside of it.
Of course.
Of course, FDA approved.
Drugs.
You wouldn't lie.
I mean, why would a pharmaceutical company ever lie?
No side effects. First on the market.
To be fair, I did try to raise an objection, and you said he did the awe thing, and so I just assumed
Yeah.
that I immediately agreed with everything he said.
Oh yeah. I mean, that is one of the things about vampires versus mortals when it comes to the mind control. It's not much they can do about it.
It is not fair.
No, it's not.
Once we got mind controlled, we all want to do cocaine.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, I mean that's just a normal meeting. What do you think happens at pharmaceutical companies? They've got to test out the drugs.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
have like so many different things. They just mix them all together. It's like, all right, guys,
I never
let's
said
see who
what that
actually makes it home tonight.
is. It's just a cocktail of whatever that's got at the company right now. Maybe even
Exactly.
that drug.
Hey, it's a
Dude.
blood thinner.
So completely off topic. I was watching a video the other day of a lady who got pulled over by the cops, and she had prescription pills all to her in very large quantity. And she said, "Oh, my husband's a doctor, and I just used the family medical pad and filled it out myself."
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy illegal.
Very much so. Like they immediately arrested her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy
And I
probably lost
guarantee-
his medical license like shortly
Yeah.
thereafter.
That was probably revoked. He's probably going to be facing some legal troubles of his own. And
Mhm.
ooh, oh, that's
That
just
sucks.
that's just stupid. That's just stupid.
$3 that says she doesn't even have a husband who's a doctor.
For real.
It wasn't a full video. It was just like maybe 2 minutes of like pullover, arresting, pulling out all the drugs, and there was no like context.
Just writing some notes real quick.
It wasn't like 100% off topic. We were talking about drugs.
Yeah.
Drugs.
The only other thing that Max would want to do tonight, well, two things.
Is to
One, making sure that his sire isn't about to die, and two, investigating the college vampires.
So you're not going to do the
Okay,
you're not doing the other plan tonight?
What's the other plan?
The fake.
you know.
Oh
what
yeah,
the
yeah,
other plan
yeah,
is.
that one. True.
Yeah. And to be fair, you realize the College Vampire Club, that's just a bunch of kids in robes that have watched Twilight a few too many
Yeah, but
times.
I'd rather have Isaac feed off of college age kids than his own goddamn family. So if he has to chain someone in a basement, I'd rather have it be retarded
don't
college kids.
Okay, that part will need to be edited out. But I don't think isn't his predator type that he wants to
Yeah.
feed on his family?
He wants to feed on so he's the cleaver type, and basically in the case of him being a fresh vampire, he's just stuck with his own family, but they assimilate themselves into a family and live with them and feed upon them, and
Exactly.
whatever methods they use to keep them from keep it from being a mask. Well, one of the negatives of the cleaver type is it is often a serious masquerade breach, that they are not, so they don't necessarily advertise that they are doing this, because if the family is not basically if the family isn't a ghoul, if the whole family's not ghouls, then it's considered a masquerade breach.
Okay.
And he does have some form of mind control on the family, but it wasn't a mind control that he did, so he doesn't know what the extent of that mind control is.
Yeah, I'm playing with fire right now.
Yeah. But that being
But
said, you
easy
also
to learn.
are a new vampire, so you don't really know any better.
True. But I think I handled that well, and then
Went off the
I'm
rails.
not hungry anymore. Anymore.
Oh yeah. I mean, you almost you could have just murdered your wife with a frenzy, but you managed to not do that.
Hon-
So
Honestly, probably could have just murdered his entire board of directors. To be honest.
yeah, yeah.
Well, that's why I had to eat before then, because if they denied me, then I would have just killed them all.
Yeah. So like uh yeah, the taste of blood at Hunger 4 is a difficulty 3 to Frenzy. The sight of an open wound or overpowering smell of blood while at Hunger 4 is a difficulty 2 Frenzy. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I've got a nosebleed. Oh.
Yeah, well, he's no longer at Hunger 4, so he's okay. Um
God damn those kids.
yeah, so board meeting's over. And whatever else we're going to do tonight, you and Bill know the information on that. I don't know if there's a way you can include the other players into it.
Should I like?
Hmm.
To be fair, I mean, Hayden was it Hayden or Jaden? Anyways, I pulled one of them in on the last game.
Yeah,
I just pulled him in, and he just took off on it. So I mean,
yeah. Pulled him in as an NPC. As what was he again? Oh yeah, the other the admin guy. That's right.
I think that was Jaden.
Yeah, that was Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Jaden. I was too busy.
Yeah.
I was busy.
so where is the little lady
Busy.
tonight?
Where's what?
What was that?
Where is the little lady today?
And at her place. We're going out tomorrow.
Nice.
We're gonna be going and shooting her new gun that she bought. So
Oh.
Ooh, what is it?
it's a Ruger 3. I can't remember, but the caliber is 380.
Nice. I like Rugers myself.
Yeah, it's a Ruger ICP. So it's a very small gun, but it's a bigger caliber. So
Ruger's a really good gun, though. That's
yeah.
a good.
I
That's a
mean,
good name.
when I shot it at the range when we first looked at it, it jammed a lot, and I was like, I don't know. My
Oh, did
staccato
it?
never does this. Yeah, for whatever reason, it just like either stayed locked. So I think it just need to be cleaned or something like that. But like once or twice, the casing did jam inside the gun. So that was always fun.
Yeah, that probably needed to be cleaned. Hey, everyone!
Yeah.
If you can't tell, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I guess me and Bill, I guess I get a call from Bill whenever, or Jerry
yeah, I guess
at some point.
Wesley,
Ah,
unless y'all are doing this late at night, Wesley is in his meeting while this will be going on. So
yeah. Yeah, so I hear that ring and I'm like, oh God, I really need to change my ring notification. That one's annoying as hell. And and I pick up and I go, hey Jerry, how's it going?
Hey, Max. It's going pretty good. Just woke up a little bit ago. What's up? You say you needed to talk.
Yeah, so there's no way to be like really soft around this, but I need to fake my death. And I think you can help out.
All right. Okay. Okay. No, yeah. I think I can figure that. Do you? I'm sorry. I never really asked. Do you have family? What do you need to fake your death for?
Yeah, so I have a kid and a wife and an ex-wife. Um, recently, ex-wife, like within the past year and a half. Um, But yeah, so I need to get out from child support and all that other stuff because I won't have a job and I don't need people to come look for me. And, that would not be good if government's constantly breathing down my neck.
All right, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. And Bill will also be back in like 25 seconds.
All right.
Yeah, I need to grab my phone too.
And now there's awkward silence.
Honestly, I think I've accomplished everything I want to tonight.
All right, I'm back. Okay. All right. Well, I've been reading up on some things about the vampires, Max. So one, big advantage is that for this is that we don't need to breathe, and we need to make sure that we basically finish out the whole process. Okay. Give me 20 minutes. Have you can you destroy the place you're living at now?
Yeah, so right before I called you, I was kind of doing that. My mirror
Oh,
up in
okay.
my bedroom is kind of all smashed now.
Okay.
So
Okay, then we've already got one step taken care of. Do you, do you have a rope by chance?
yeah, I got some rope.
All right, awesome. Then we're on the right path for this. Real fast, just to kind of get the feel for it, because I have no idea how long you're going to be there. You may want to try. Sorry for the turn of phrase here, but hanging out to kind of get used to it a little bit, because I don't know how long you're going to be there for.
Yeah, I'll hang around.
And okay, so they're 9 times out of 10 for a situation like this, they're going to if a body is found, a lot of times they're going to do if they suspect foul play, there's likely to be an investigation and stuff, and they're already going to be informing people. If it just seems like something, we need to cover our bases because there's a chance that your family could request a investigation be done. So we need to try to cover our bases to make sure that if they do that, we make it seem like you were heading down this path. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and fake. I'm going to go ahead and add it into my ledgers that I've been seeing you for probably about. You said it was a year and a half you've been divorced?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll say about the last 5 or 6 months you've been coming to see me. I'll go ahead and I can forge the paperwork, make it all show that these are the signs of risks to keep an eye out for. And here in about 30 minutes, I'm gonna call the cops to your house for a welfare visit. Now, are you an organ donor?
No, I am not.
Good.
Yep.
Do you have? Oh wait, you work for a security company. You work security. That means that they would have for a Fortune 500
No,
company.
he works at
I work in
Genetics.
HR.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's right. You work for HR. That's right. I don't.
Are you thinking of call Bird?
Mm. Yeah, you're right. I think I am thinking about him. Yeah, it's been a it's been a while. Wow, it's been a minute.
So
Do you have a current will? And
no, I don't have a current will.
okay. Uh, shit. That
I
might
mean,
give us
I
some
could
problems.
I could quickly write out my wishes in a note that I'm gonna leave. But besides that, I don't think that would hold up too much.
That shouldn't, yeah, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Do you have a lot of assets? Financial, liquid, anything like that?
Besides my Rolex watches, there's nothing too much going on about me because Brenda took everything else.
Okay. I know you're gonna be dead. You're gonna be dead soon, but you know, if you want to
Eh.
talk about that at some point, we can. But anyway, sorry, off topic. Okay, and all right. So call records are going to be found of this call from your phone to my office phone, which with this paperwork should show. Okay. As soon as we get off this phone call, I'm going to be calling the cops for a welfare visit. So while we're on the phone, I need you to go ahead and write out a note, and I need you to list on there that you want to be cremated.
Uh,
All right, will do.
Yeah. So here's the
Hey Jerry,
plan.
quick question.
Yeah.
Have you done this before? You seem to be like on the you seem to be pretty good with this on the fly, my man.
You know what? There's a
I-
level of confidentiality that I'm not wor- that
If
we're
you need
not
to
at
plead
liberty
the
to break
fifth,
right now.
that's okay.
There's a level of confidentiality that we are not going that we are going to or that we are not going to break right now. I will just say that I have had to help a number of patients escape and have certain people believe that they are dead so that they are not pursued.
All right, sounds good. I'll go ahead and get writing on that letter.
Okay. Don't hang up until you're ready for me to call them, because if with what I'm saying, they're going to go through my and your call records, and if there's too long of a gap and they think I was worried, they're going to suspect foul play, in which case they're probably going to open you up and make sure that there was nothing going on, and obviously we don't really want that.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so what's going to happen is um, you're going to do your thing up there, and when they find you, you're not going to be breathing.
Can I?
Mhm.
yeah, we can hear you.
I'm sorry.
With this being the only call that's been made between you two, it might look a little suspicious if you've been,
Hey,
you know.
you can't tell them that. You're not there.
Oh, that's true. I'm sorry.
I'm taking notes.
Ron, why are you taking notes on this? Because it's a little bit scary that you're taking notes and not for in-game purposes.
I never said that.
Oh.
Yeah, no, but
I would like to have a manager following me from now on whenever we have a Ron manager follow, just to make sure, because now I'm getting nervous.
Uh-oh.
Oh, let's see. Wait, wasn't one of our other new baby vampires? Wasn't he into technology and stuff?
yeah, I think he was.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's that Cole dude.
Oh yeah. I remember him. Fun guy.
Interesting guy.
Yeah. I would love to have a conversation as to why he keeps asking if I put blood in my ass. But anyway,
Sleuthing, bro.
That is not a thing that has happened.
that is literally a thing that happens every time, and it's canon now. All right. Do you think he'd be willing, before we do this? Do you think he would be willing to to make it look like you've been calling me? You've been calling me periodically for months.
I think falsifying email records would probably be easier.
That would probably be easier. We could set this up as one of the first times you called to set an appointment. It's 2020. Who calls anymore?
Nobody. Unless you're reliant pest management.
Yeah.
Or as a very good friend of mine once said, only psychopaths make phone calls.
Mm.
Actually, you know what? That won't be necessary. We're going to set the. I think we can probably set this up a little differently. You just walked in to set your appointments. We can still do that.
Yeah, just walking
I have a receptionist downstairs, and the company you work for has been working with my company for months. Easy.
Explainable.
All right. So what's going to happen is they're going to find you. They're going to cut you down, find your note, that kind of thing. I'm going to meet you down at the mortuary. I'm gonna do my thing and get in because I can. And we're going to get you out, and then from there we're going to see if there's anyone else slated to be cremated tonight. There was a paperwork error, and you were cremated tonight.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
All right.
And give me just a few more minutes. All right, okay. I've got notes set up for you for probably let's say 8 sessions over the last 4 or 5 months. One session every couple of weeks. And all right. I'm good. I'm good on this end.
If you're doing
Yep.
that, I'm gonna need a subterfuge plus intelligence roll
Ooh, subterfuge plus intelligence. From which one of us?
from you for forging these things.
Oh no, I don't have anything in subterfuge.
So basically,
Okay.
intelligence to
Wow,
try
what?
forgery. Now, you can always rouse the blood to get a is it how many points is it? I think it's a +2 to your dice roll.
You know what? I am going to do that
Yeah, you can add
because
so basically you'll do intelligence, and then when it asks you for the modifiers, put 2.
All right, subterfuge. We're going to add int. Now I don't have anything in this. Watch me roll incredible because things I'm supposed to be good at, I usually suck at. Wow.
2 successes. All right. And that was that rouse check above. Oh no, that's an so also do the rouse check to see if you get hungrier by boosting your intellect.
All right. Let's go down to rouse real fast.
Okay, you do not get hungrier. All right, so
Thank God.
so 2 successes on forging that.
Should I
Make it look legit.
do that for my letter that I'm writing?
Yeah. For that, yeah, probably what are you putting in the letter? Like, I don't know. I feel like a suicide letter might be it wouldn't be intelligence.
Charisma, because I'm trying to.
Persuasion
It'd be either.
persuasion plus charisma.
Now, due to the fact I also suffer from pretty crippling depression, and we can obviously skip the details on what your note says. Please
Yeah.
and thank you.
Yeah, we'll do.
Appreciate y'all.
General things, and then the cremation and fetch you, Brenda. Give me back my son. I'm not alive without my son.
So it'd be persuasion plus charisma.
And then +2 for that rouse modifier I just put out.
Okay. 5
5
successes. Pretty
successes.
convincing note. All
A
right.
very emotional note.
Um, I'm just doing a thing real quick. Okay. All right. So then I guess, Bill, you're gonna make a phone call to the police.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, Frank. Well, no, I'll be the dispatcher. Frank, I've got a character for you. Uh, police that's gonna show up.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Um, but I'll be dispatch. 911. How can I help you? Or what's your emergency?
Yes. Hello. I'm a. Shit. Am I a psychiatrist or a psychologist?
Sir, I can't answer that question for you. Are you in distress?
Um, I am a. I
Therapist.
am a. Yeah. There you go. I'm a therapist, and I just received a call from a patient of mine, and I'm concerned, and I was just wanting to see if I could ask for an officer to make a wellness visit.
Uh, are you concerned you're concerned that he's going to hurt himself or someone else?
I am concerned that he may cause harm to himself. Yes,
Okay, do you have his address and his name?
I do. His name is Max Cox. Yes, it is, and his address is 123 Upyears Lane.
All right, all right. I'll make sure to send an officer right now.
Thank you very much.
Okay, is there anything else I can help you with?
How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing wonderful. And do you want to know what will make me do even better? If you could
What's that?
please go to www.police.com and leave me a review. My name is Deborah.
I'm assuming it's 5 stars or it's the equivalent of 0, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, Deborah, I got you.
I already asked that, Frank.
I missed it. Sorry.
I should do a breath
Frank.
of life like right before I do the deed. That way it actually shows like the bruising and whatnot.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Smart man.
I
Smart
forgot that
man.
I was legit dead now, and I was like, oh wait.
Okay. I hang up now.
Yeah, and me living in precinct 5, it's gonna take like probably like an hour for the cops to show up.
All right, so
That's why I told you to get used to it because I don't know how long it was gonna last. It was gonna take
Yeah.
for the cops there.
so you do
I'm just like singing while the cops are knocking on my door. I'm like, I'm all alone.
so I
No one beside
I know
me.
one time I called the cops and it wasn't
Oh my
until the
gosh.
next day that they got out here.
so I think you're gonna take 2 superficial damage for this.
Okay.
Just, because you gotta take some damage when you drop. Uh, you can obviously heal that pretty easy. And let me see here. I am giving Frank access to a sheet so that he can play. Frank, you're welcome to change the name of this character, but you are going to be the police officer who shows up. So yeah, about an hour passes, and Frank, um, in the character sheet area, you should see an officer that you can access. And then yeah, so this officer, you pull up to the scene or to the apartment or whatever.
So if we're probably rolling with partners, aren't we? Is it just me by myself?
It's just you by yourself because Jaden.
Okay.
I think Jaden is gone.
I'm here.
He said
it's
he would be
just
back,
I am
but
falling asleep.
Okay. Well, unless you want to pick
Okay.
him up.
I don't know if I can very well.
Okay. Yeah. Frank,
Jaden, you've never wanted to be a cop before.
you're by yourself,
No.
Frank.
I'm sorry.
I'll be the cop. I'll be his partner. I'll be the rookie. I want to be the rookie.
Okay.
Can I be the paramedic?
Well, there's not yet. They don't know there's an emergency. You can be the rookie, and you know what? You can just use the same dice pool, but anytime you roll, do it at a -1. So I'm editing it to where you can also see this sheet.
You're weak human plus worse.
A -1 unless that will put you at 0. Okay.
All right, so I'm not seeing any background things.
No, just the stats. He doesn't need any of that extra stuff. I literally just threw this together for dice roll purposes.
Don't worry, we're gonna make this a Descendant of Vernus, where we're gonna have 3 billion NPCs following us around.
For sure, this will, if he is entertaining, will return. I mean, I created a sheet for him. I just used the standard. Actually, he is weaker than the standard police officer. 'Cause
Oh,
the police officer in the book is pretty OP actually.
jeez.
But yeah, this is the
well,
considered-
this is just a regular. This is just a regular beat cop. He's not like a sergeant.
he is considered a gifted mortal, and he's not that
Ooh,
great.
gifted.
So. Okay, so Frank, you pull up to the apartment
Who's my rookie?
or house or yeah, Bill's your rookie.
I am.
Bill, do you have
My name is Officer John Jack Daniel Doe. Most people just call me John Doe.
Nice.
All right, so we pull up on scene. I step out. I click on my dispatch. This is Randall Bennings. Unit number 136. I'm pulling up on scene with my boots. Doe something.
Frank, you're cutting in and out.
Hold on, let me turn off push to talk.
Okay.
I'd probably do it.
I was pretty sure I was cutting out earlier too.
Yeah.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Much better.
Yeah, it's that push to talk. All right. So yeah, pull up on scene. Click on my radio. I say, dispatch. This is Randall Bennings. I'm on scene at 123 up years. I'm on scene with boots. Fuck. I'm on scene with my boots. John Doe.
Oh, I'm dispatch. All right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you are.
Dispatch is
I'm
just
a
kind of
rookie.
like,
That's confirmed dispatch.
I'm a rookie. I don't talk unless I need to help de-escalate or unless I'm told to talk.
That's confirmed dispatch. Just let us know if you need backup.
You're dispatch. I'm not dispatch.
Whatever.
All right, so I click off the walkie. I go, all right, Boots, let's get in there. And so we walk up. I'm guessing it's probably a
Yes, sir.
two-story walk up.
yeah, I live in like a townhome condo type thing where it's like a house cut in half.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. So I go up and
And-
I'm like,
I'm like this level of rookie where he's like ready for like a drugged ring
A drugged
takedown.
bear.
Like he's got like still getting fantasies about jumping through the air and firing 2 guns at the same time.
okay. So we step out. We start walking to the door. I look back. Boots, you get out of the car, right?
Yeah, I'm right next to you. Right there
All
with
right.
you, partner.
Did you lock the door?
What? I can go. Do
Did
that
you
real fast.
lock
I'm
the
so sorry.
door
I'm
of the shop? It's day one, Boots. That's day one stuff.
I don't think I did. No.
So you're still standing here. Go lock the door.
Yes, sir.
God,
Yes,
I
yes,
swear to-
yes, sir.
As an aside, I'm like, God, the fucking rookies are getting more and more stupid.
Sir, I locked the door, sir. But wait, didn't you have the lock on the key fob?
I have the spare key in my pocket, like you're supposed to. You lock the shop, you
Oh.
keep it running all the time. Come on,
Yes,
we
sir.
went over
Yes,
this
sir.
like last week. I swear to God. All right.
Yeah.
So what are
Sorry,
we here
sir.
for?
Sorry, sir. I'm really excited. It's a wellness visit.
Yep, a wellness visit. Our guy's name is Max Cox. God, I bet his parents hated him growing up.
They did.
We didn't get much information, but he did apparently talk to his therapist, and that's about all we know. So, what's the procedure?
We approach the apartment in question, knock, and knock. If we don't get an answer, we knock again and try to announce our presence.
Yeah, okay, let's do it. So we walk up to the door.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the honors, Boots?
Yes, sir. And he's just gonna like really like obnoxiously loudly. This is the police.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Yeah.
So Max hears that inside. Does he do anything?
He stops doing the worm, and then he's like, oh, and then just like kind of just chills now.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Give me a second. I actually hit my desk pretty hard. I dropped just a couple things. Just give me a second. I'm so sorry.
All right, Boots. No answer, so we do it again, and I knock a little more like not like a freaking doofus, just kind of a.
My
Police,
next door
open
neighbor
up!
opens the door.
We're here for a wellness check. Cox, are you in there?
Just one of
Okay,
them.
I'm so sorry.
The neighbor next door opens the window and he's like, "What the hell's going on out there?"
Sir, go back in your apartment, sir. This is police business.
It's 11.
Rookie draws his taser.
It's 8.
I'm like Super Rook over here.
It's 8 p.m. at night. I'm trying to sleep up here.
What are you?
Go back to
80?
bed, you fucking nerd.
God.
This is not indicative. This is not indicative of the Houston Police Department. Just so
Yeah,
we're clear.
the Houston Police Department's actually pretty good, guys.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
calling.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of idiots.
What's your badge number?
You want my badge
I-
number? Here's my badge number. And me as the rookie, I rip my badge off and I hit him in the face with my badge.
He's upstairs shouting out the window.
Yeah,
The
I thought you were gonna like, you want my badge number? It's one number, and you hold up your middle finger.
I do that. And Max, I hope you could hear all of this going on outside of
yeah.
your apartment.
and he's like, it's like, you'll be hearing from me, and closes his window and goes back inside.
I turn to the rookie. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
seriously?
I handled that. I handled that like a champ, huh?
You handled that like you're like 4. You went to name calling and throwing your badge. Like, I'm writing you up in the end of the ship. You have to know that, right?
But yeah. Okay.
Go sit in the shop. Go sit in the shop. And I
Can I
point
have
to the shop.
Can I have the?
You're in
Can I have
timeout
the
now.
No, wait. I walk back over to the car, and then I walk back. Can I please have the key?
I pull out the fob and I hand it to him.
You know what make this
Thank-
situation better is if
Thank you,
the
sir.
new guy was like 47 and Frank's character was like 27. Just completely different age groups, but like it's weird.
Okay, I'm going back now. And the rookie sadly with his head hung walks back to the cruiser.
And don't turn the AC on.
Well, luckily it's winter.
Well,
It's winter. So it's January. It's January in Texas, sir. It's 68 degrees outside.
is it 68 degrees?
I don't know. Do you guys ever do those services where like it's like cold outside, but you have the AC running in your truck because when you get back in your truck, it's warm and you're sweating now?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
after the first stop,
all
my
the
AC is running.
time.
Honestly,
Every day.
Oh. Oh wow, that was actually a lucky guess. It's 66 outside my place right now.
It's
it's
currently
69 where I'm at.
it's currently raining pretty hard where I'm at.
69.
Nice.
All right, so Officer Randall turns back around and knocks on the door one more time, announces himself, and then he kind of like walks along the front porch, trying to see if he can see through the window. Does he see anything?
The front porch window? No.
All right. You see nothing. Make a let's see. Give me. You are investigating, so give me an investigation plus wits. You're very good at this, actually.
Three successes.
All right.
Dang, I am really good at that.
Yeah, you do see definitely that the apartment, well, the condo. I'm sorry, Max. Condo that the
It's
condo
okay.
has been torn up.
Okay. So it looks pretty ransacked.
Torn up poorly.
Poorly.
Yeah, very you yeah.
like some man with soft not working man hands.
Yeah, some baby hands came around throwing stuff around. It looks like a 3-year-old had his heyday in here.
So I hop on the radio and I'm like dispatch. It looks pretty shooken up in there. I'm gonna check around the side, check the other windows, and I kind of walk down off the porch and kind of wave to the rookie again to get out of the car.
I wave back.
That's affirmative. Just keep us updated.
And I wave at the rookie again and like point like downwards to where I'm standing at. I'm like,
You
I-
slap
look-
slap your thigh. Here, boy.
I look down at your shoes and I kind of do the gesture like me over there.
I just kind of nod my head slowly.
And I clap my hands and jump out of the car and I run as fast as I can, like full on sprint. And I get there and I get up against the wall right next to you and I got my hand on my sidearm. All right, what's the plan, partner?
I really hope when you're walking into my condo, you do the Cusco thing where you're like on the side of the wall, trying to like not be noticed. Yeah, sorry, the
thing?
cronk. Yeah, the cronk thing. Sorry. Yeah.
Like jump forward roll into the room.
Yeah.
But fail the forward roll, so you're
Yes.
just laying on your back. Alright, so shit.
Is that thunder?
Yeah. That was thunder. Anyways, so I'm like, okay, I looked in the front window. It looks pretty disturbed. Wait, did I check the
Poorly
front door?
disturbed.
I don't think you like checked the front door.
I am going to write my report as if I did check the front door already.
Okay.
So,
Forged
I-
documents there, hey?
yeah. So, I continue walking around the house, trying to get a look inside the windows. And while I'm doing that, I'm explaining to Boots. So, there's signs of disturbance. Front door was closed. We
Was
were just
locked,
double
by the
checking.
way.
We can't see anything. It was locked? Okay.
Yeah.
So, front door was locked and closed, so we can't force entry, but there is a disturbance, so we're just going to keep an eye out. So, we continue around the building, looking in the windows. Do we see anything?
If you get to the backyard, you will.
Is there a gate into the backyard?
Yeah, but it's like one of those like metal gates where you can just easily like plop over it.
Is it open, unlocked, or is
Yeah,
it,
it'd
like,
be
locked?
open.
Okay, so we
It's
just
like one of those
open the
mag
gate.
lock things. You gotta.
We just open the gate and walk in. And I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
so clearly from the windows, there's been a disturbance. Could be, God knows what. We would walk up to the back door. We look in through the back door. I'm guessing we're probably looking into the kitchen area.
Yeah. So, I mean, through the back door you wouldn't see anything, but through other windows.
By
Do we see you hang in any of the door through any of the windows?
Yeah, the upstairs window you see a silhouette.
by the way,
How do we get to the upstairs window?
it's
If you're
currently 64 degrees, clear skies, 95% humidity. I looked up the weather for that day. And
nice, it was very humid.
Thank you,
Very
weather.
humid.
so you see
So
a silhouette upstairs.
Every day. That's something different.
Because my blinds are closed, but you see a silhouette at not
so-
an appropriate height.
So the only way that
So
would actually
officer,
work if you knocked down
officer
a
things.
lamp.
I'm gonna point up. Sorry, go ahead.
Did none of that come through?
Bill was talking.
Oh. So the only way that would work is if you had
Sorry.
like down a lamp or something that had a bulb, like a directional bulb or a non-suffused bulb.
Well, then,
You know, just because you said that, my room is like a TikTok room where there's light strips everywhere, and it's like a freaking disco party in my room.
Okay. So do we see the
That's why I was doing the worm.
All right, so we see that going on upstairs. We walk around to the back door. We check the back door, see if it's locked.
Yeah, back door's locked, but there's a doggy
Okay,
door.
well,
Officer Bennings. Officer Bennings.
yes, sir, Mr. Boots.
That up there in that window, there's a light hitting that, and what does that shadow look like to you on the window?
We cannot assume anything unless we can actually see it.
There's a doggy door big enough for a man.
We're
to
not
squeeze
crawling
through.
into the.
You're
That
going
is
through
an
the doggy door.
unlawful. That is an unlawful entry, sir. We check the front door; it's locked. We check the back door; it's locked. We can't see much of the windows except a little bit of disturbance in the furniture and what have you. So, at this point, what do we do? Boots dope.
Now, actually, I do have a quick question for you, Hayden.
Mm-hmm.
On your back porch, would there be? I'm assuming it's a glass sliding door.
Yeah.
Is there anything on your back porch?
Yeah, there's like patio furniture and whatnot. I live behind a golf course.
Okay. The reason I ask is that basically for Boots, I am channeling as much Andy Dwyer from Parks and Rec as I can,
uh-huh.
and so he's so as soon as you ask what procedure is. As soon as you ask what procedure is, I turn and instantly my foot catches on one of your outside chairs and I fall through your glass door.
I love it.
Oh yeah, procedure.
So I just kind of like lower my head and shake it.
I-
Are you injured, Boots?
And as you continue to
and then I
fall,
hit my shoulder I hit my shoulder radio and I'm like, entry into premises, accidental entry onto premises, dispatch.
imagine as like you continue to fall, you just accidentally start falling up the stairs as well.
So as of right now, following police procedure, I don't think we can still like legally we're not allowed to enter. I mean, we have seen a small disturbance. We are there for a wellness check, and yes, the door is now open. But legally, and being officers of the law, that's what we're supposed to follow.
That depends. Do you because officers are able to determine if they feel like they shouldn't, like, I can't remember the word, but officers are able to basically make a judgment call on whether or not they should enter.
What should I roll to see if I get a bad
imminent,
feeling from
I
this
think it's
house?
like imminent danger, imminent harm.
See if you get a bad feeling. Probably insight
Don't you do it.
plus wits.
Insight plus wits.
Yeah.
There's so many insight plus wits.
While you're rolling that, I am standing up now. Now that I'm inside, I now fully have my hand on my sidearm.
I mean, things definitely seem weird. I wouldn't necessarily say you have a bad feeling, but things seem weird. You know, this house is messed up. Nobody has responded to any of what's happened. And there's a strange silhouette.
All the neighbors are going nuts.
Well, I mean, if
Is that asshole still out there? Is that asshole still out there? I told him to go in. Now he's making an investigation. I'm gonna go in and arrest him,
He's
sir.
upstairs.
I'll be right back.
He's not out.
if my boot, John Doe, had not fallen through the window, this could have been easily rectified by just leaving. Now, if there were other people around and we were able to talk to him instead of throwing a badge at the face of a guy on the second story of the house next door, like, this has just turned into a complete and utter shit show as far as police protocol is concerned. So I am going to just say that we're going to go ahead and search the house.
Okay.
And I say most of this to...
Yeah. So, to search the house, give me an investigation plus resolve roll. And
All right.
with okay, 5 successes. I mean, you find a body upstairs. Now, where did Max leave the note? Would they find that before finding Max?
It'd be on the it'd be like actually clutched in his hand.
Okay. So yeah. You're searching around the house, and when you get upstairs and into that room, there's a pretty clear guy, there.
Okay. So, we searched downstairs. We don't find anything. Is Boots just kind of like leaping from wall to wall and rolling across the ground?
I do a single roll across the ground, and then I get up and I'm like, ow! There's stuff on the floor.
Well, there's clearly nothing downstairs.
And then at that point, I'm basically just following you.
So we clomp upstairs. We go to the disco ball light room. And I'm like, we check, of course, some other doors. We don't see anything. And I'm like, okay, be prepared for anything, Boots. I want you to get your
Okay,
weapon
I've got
out.
my gun out
This
now.
looks, this looks a little odd. And
So out for a wellness check.
yeah. So I kick the door in to the disco room, and then I rush inside. Boots, I'm guessing, rushes inside after me.
Oh yeah, and as soon as I see the body, I go contact, and I unload 2 shots right into Max.
Okay, give me
I don't really. I'm just being a dick.
I was gonna say, give me 5d10.
I like. We should do it just because I feel like that's what the rookie would do.
Give me 5d10.
Jesus Christ.
Why?
Firearms.
Hayden, I am so sorry. I was just trying to make a funny. God damn it. Give me a second. 5d10.
Yeah.
5d10 roll. I'm so disappointed in myself. Oh my god. I can't believe I've done this.
And, you know, someone's losing their job
I
tonight.
rolled.
It's not rolling.
I can roll it.
It says it's rolling the dice, but nothing's coming up.
There it is.
Oh.
Oh, that's Hayden.
wait.
That's fine.
It's
Oh wait.
me and
Well, okay.
Can I opt to take the? Can I opt to say that my gun does the lower number because it's my gun?
Sure. That's still. Let's see. Is a 6 a success? I don't remember. Oh, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6 is a success. So 2 successes plus a pistol. That is a plus 2 damage.
And
So-
there's my roll.
okay.
Yep.
1, 2, 3 successes plus 2. So that's it would be so vampires take half damage from bullets, so 5 damage because a pistol has a plus 2 damage value. So 5 divided by 2, you take 2 superficial damage.
And superficial is just a slash, right?
Just a slash, yeah.
What does all slashes mean?
If you take any more damage, you will begin taking that. You'll start changing it into aggravated damage, which is an X.
Okay. Well, no dealing damage to me, all right? I swear. If you deal damage to me, your roleplay sessions will be damaging to you.
So if you are mortal, this would mean you now fall unconscious, basically. But you're not mortal. But you have been shot. Yeah. So that happens.
As a vampire, you feel
You do feel
like
some
pain,
pain.
but it's not as bad.
Now, I want you to give Hayden, give me a performance. I don't know, plus
Performance what?
performance. What would be a good stat for pretending to be dead?
Composure.
Sure, performance and composure. Plus
No mod.
plus 3, because you are a corpse technically.
Hayden, I am so sorry. I was only trying to make it funny.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's enough that you don't give any visible reaction to being shot, other than what a body would do when dangling in the air and being.
So you're telling me his eyes don't shoot open, and he doesn't just look down at a hole in him and just go.
Manages because he chose composure, he manages to keep his cool. So that.
So, Officer Officer Randall, like, looks at his boot, Mr. John Doe, like, takes his gun away, takes out the clip, ejects the round in the chamber, and hands the gun back. Then holsters his own weapon, and then walks over to him and like pokes him. And
you poke Max.
yes.
Well, he wobbles.
The alien bursts out of my chest and attacks your face.
Is there any blood coming out of the bullet holes?
I did do a breath of life, so
yes.
So quite a bit of blood.
I don't know. Where did you shoot me?
Well, we aim for center mass.
Yeah, I was about to say I aimed for center of mass.
I would say he was already dead, therefore his heart wouldn't have been. So it's the amount of blood that would come out if you shot a corpse.
Yeah, and you shot me in like the heart area, which is a significant amount of blood in the center mass.
So some, not a whole lot.
Frank,
Okay.
did you want to be a cop in your past life, but you ended up working pest control?
I mean, I did take the entrance exam, and I passed the entrance exam, and I failed the background check. So
Okay. Um, yeah, I mean, trying
so
to determine if what is your goal in looking at this blood and stuff?
so if there's quite a bit of blood coming out, that means he might still have a possibility of being resuscitated. If so,
Yeah,
then
but I'm currently shot
regardless, I have to
twice.
Yeah.
regardless, I have to cut him down and follow procedure, as in plug the holes, um, call in an ambulance, and
So I would say that
give him CPR.
the holes. So actually, Hayden, you wouldn't even need blush of life at this point because you're now pretending to be dead. The holes would be draining, gravity draining, essentially. Once you lay him down, basically, it's kind of done. The heart's not beating. So
Well, I cut him down anyways. I pull out my little medical kit. I plug the holes, and then I begin CPR.
uh,
I look over at
you hear on the radio, Officer Bennings, I'm getting calls saying that people are hearing gunfire coming from near your location.
so I get Boots over there, and I tell him to continue CPR. Make sure he does the 10 pumps and then a breath into the mouth.
Okay.
And
Bill, give me a 1d10 for your medicine check.
And while I'm doing that, you will actually out loud hear him singing, ha 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 ha, staying alive,
Of course.
staying alive, ha 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 ha.
Hey, you do it properly. It doesn't work.
All right.
Or does it, Max? Do you decide to wake up?
You know what?
and
This
and
night
Max,
is wild.
you'll hear me from under my breath. From under my breath, you will actually hear. I'm sorry, I shot you. I am so sorry. Please tell me I didn't kill you. Please tell me I didn't kill you. I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry.
You know what? Why not? Let's wake up. I go, "Ah, what?" And I just start
Officer Bennings!
violently
Officer Bennings!
screaming.
He's alive! He's alive! I
But
saved him! I saved him, Officer Bennings!
so I had already walked away to respond to the call. I
but
tell
please
dispatch.
tell me after you do that, you give me mouth to mouth just to make sure.
Oh, actually, wait. As well, I'm doing the ha 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 ha, staying alive, and just like come in for the kiss. I imagine that's when you wake up.
Yeah,
And we're like,
I
oh!
I wake up and I complete the kiss and then start screaming.
Ah! 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 Officer Bennings, I kissed a zombie!
He used tongue.
Hey, it's
So-
tongue, it's so gross!
I walked away, responded over the radio. My rookie shot somebody who clearly appears to have tried to hung themselves. We need medical personnel and possibly a coroner on site. And then while that's happening, I hear that screaming. I burst back into the room.
Before you burst back into the room, I grab the cop by his shirt and go, "You killed me, you bastard!" And then I go.
So, because you don't have to beat your heart, any attempts to check if you're alive will show that you're dead. Did you wait for Officer Bennings to see that though? Like, did he see that happen, or does he just think the rookie is crazy?
You know what? Let's let Officer Bennings see that just to throw another card into it.
All right. So you saw him
So-
say, "You killed me," and then fall dead.
Yeah.
So I run over. I check his for pulse. And I don't feel a pulse. So I'm like, rookie, keep doing CPR. And then I'd rush away to the ambulance to grab the defibrillator. And while that's happening, I'm over the radio. I'm like, I need immediate assistance, immediate ambulance on scene. He was conscious for a moment, but he's not responding anymore.
And they confirm ambulance on the way.
All right, I get the defibrillator. I run back inside. I'm guessing John Doe is still doing CPR
Yes.
because I told him to. All right, I put the defibrillator. Like I rip open the shirt. I put the defibrillator pads back on him, and then I charge it. And I'm like, clear, and I hit the button.
Right when you
Is the officer
say
still
clear-
like?
Yeah, when you say clear, I lift my head up and I look at you and I say what just as you hit the button.
And his hands are still on my chest.
Yeah, they are.
This is not
Wait,
going
what?
well for you, Hayden, because that has to deal at least some damage. Defibrillators aren't good for you. They bring you back, but they're not good for you.
No, they're not.
So I would add
Three shocks from a defibrillator will destroy your heart.
Yeah, I would say you take one more level of damage, so that's one aggravated damage now. If you're
Motherfuckers, if you
allowing
kill
this to
me.
yeah, if you're allowing this to continue.
Hey,
Well, here's the thing.
Aiden,
They can't
you
actually,
decided to be alive.
yeah, that they technically can't kill you doing this, but they can send you into what's called torpor, which is basically not happy mode. It's
Yeah.
yeah. Like they can only kill you
Uh,
if they light you on fire or expose you to the sun
Wait, where did he get a defibrillator from?
or chop your head off.
Officers and them carry one inside their vehicles.
Interesting.
It's in there. It's not necessarily always part of every police officer's kit, but I would assume that being a trainer or a CO training officer, I probably carry a little more than necessary to perform my regular duties. So,
All right.
anyway, so I yell clear. John Doe's hands are still on your chest whenever I hit shock. So John Doe flies back.
So presumably Hayden doesn't wake up or Max doesn't wake up. And I don't know. Are you gonna do this again? Because I'm saying you can now hear the sirens in the distance.
I probably just keep doing CPR.
Yeah, yeah. The ambulance shows
I
up.
would probably, I'd probably just leave the defibrillator in place.
Mhm. The ambulance shows up. A few minutes later, the paramedics come running in. They
Actually, hold on, rewind. So a defibrillator puts your heart, if it's already in a regular state, it puts it into a non-regular state. So I would literally have to go over and start working on the officer. So I probably wouldn't even worry about Max.
Okay, so you're now dealing with your rookie who might be charged with manslaughter for this. And the ambulance gets there. The paramedics come running in. They check. Well, first they go to the person who was shot. Check him. That they can tell he's dead. He still has to be taken to the hospital because doctor has to do his thing, and confirm death. But two of them start wheeling. They zip you into a body bag, I guess, or no?
Well, so
They bring in the coroner for that,
fire-
don't they? Or the
Yeah,
medical examiner?
This is now a crime scene. But we're not going to go through all this, because it's almost 10:30. But this say that Hayden, you are getting antsy because it's getting dangerously close to sunrise before they finally zip you into the bag and wheel you off to the morgue or wherever they take such bodies. And that is where the night is going to end because of the shenanigans that happen. You are arriving at the morgue much later than you thought you were, going.
and a little crispy.
Well, yeah, a little bit crispier, but much later than you thought you were. I don't know exactly. That, granted, your body is currently part of a crime scene, so they will not be cremating you anytime soon until the investigation is over.
There'll also be an autopsy.
That will come. That will come. That'll be something for next session, I guess.
God fucking damn it! You just had to be alive, didn't you?
You're the one that shot me, and Frank is actually over here playing like bootlicking
Real
cop boy
cop.
over here.
Yeah. So
No. Yes, I shot you, but I did say that the entire time I've been channeling Andy Dwyer, and along with that, my direct supervisor, Officer Bennings over here, was like, "Get ready," and he had his weapon out too. So I was like, y'all should have known that I was gonna come in guns blazing, literally.
I said be ready for anything.
yeah.
I did not say
there's
get ready.
there's a lot of things included in anything that a gun can be. It makes me ready for.
The other thing is,
Well,
Hayden's getting to the hospital. Just like he gets brought inside down to the morgue in time for the sun sleep to take over, basically. Um, uh,
Well, that's a good thing. Morgues
so
usually
there,
don't have
there-
windows.
yeah, there's no windows. He doesn't have to worry about the sun or anything. But because he was in an active hospital with people wheeling him around and junk like that, he couldn't really do anything. He had to continue pretending to be dead unless you decide otherwise. But more or less, you are wheeled and put into one of those little drawers until the coroner gets there to do the autopsy. And
wicked.
you've been you're down in the room. I guess you're not in a drawer. They wouldn't put you on ice just yet. But you're down in that room, but the sun has come up, so we'll see what happens during the day. You'll have a chance to wake up.
Thing is, the autopsy will probably be done during the next day.
Yes, so he's gonna get a daytime
Well,
scene.
that depends. To be perfectly honest, because how many bodies are they already working on?
I could probably
They may
Well-
not get to you. They may not get to him that day.
It's an officer-involved shooting
Yeah.
of a unarmed individual already
Of an
in
unarmed corpse.
And the other part of all this is nobody knows that this just happened. So there's no sort of like
Jerry knows.
Jerry knows that he was supposed to get picked up. Jerry doesn't know what happened specifically. I guess Jerry
Honestly, because Jerry had planned on it. Jerry was already planning on meeting him at the nearest morgue that night.
Okay, so Jerry, you're at the morgue. Wait, I don't know how yeah, I guess you're just hiding, some like watching the place. And it's getting close, it's like sunrise is in like an hour away. Where's Max? Like where's this ambulance bringing him in? Like, you're starting to get concerned until finally, it's getting dangerously close to where you need to head out. Otherwise, you'll be caught in the sun. When you finally see the ambulance and they wheel out a body bag, and you finally see them bring in what you can only assume is Max's body, just before you need to start running away to find shelter. Like the sun's not right now coming. Like this is it was getting to where it would be dangerous for you to stay any longer.
But I would have time to make it back
You have
to my place.
Yes, you would have time to make it home. Any longer,
All
you
right.
wouldn't have had time.
All right. Now I can actually make this next part really quick because I only need these are just regular people. So I imagine that it's just one person wheeling him in.
I know there'd be a driver and the guy in the back, I guess. So, there's
But would they both be bringing the body into the morgue?
probably not.
Okay. I'm pretty much just gonna do what I told you about earlier. I'm just gonna do that. Forget, and just walk past them. They forget
Hayden.
like the last 10 couple minutes. Be like, oh wait, what's going on?
He's
Hey,
And then
what's
just-
your
so
Sorry, go ahead.
Your character, is he by chance a Jehovah's Witness?
No, obviously not.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. Bill,
Apparently, Jehovah's
Yeah,
Witnesses.
I know about their religious beliefs.
You-
I talked with a lot of them.
The autopsy thing.
so Bill, so you make this person forget the last couple minutes to what?
Honestly, just so I can walk past them.
Oh, okay.
You know, I imagine there's someone up front, so I can just be like, "Hey, hey, don't I know you? You don't know anything for the last 5 minutes."
Okay. They are very confused, yes. And it works
Huh.
because that's how that power works.
And I'm just going to walk up, be like, all right.
Steal the ambulance.
So bleh. I went into the morgue. I was assuming I went in immediately following the drop off the body.
Right.
And whenever I'm alone, I'm going to knock on his box. Be like, I'm going to be like, listen for a tap back.
I tap back.
Okay. Oh wait, you're in a bag, so it's kind of more like a. And then
I
when
kind of do
when I
like
hear
a
that,
scratch back.
so then I unzip the bag and I'm like, did you get shot?
Yeah, Officer Titty Whacker over there fucking shot me twice.
What you're the EMS guys just left. I honestly just I just said hello. I just said hello to the front desk person and walked past them. And the medical examiner and most of the rest of the staff aren't going to be in here for another probably hour and 10 minutes or so. So we need to get the fuck out of here because the sun's coming up. Come on.
Yep. Just real quick. Find another shirt real quick.
I'm from what I saw, there was some boxes of personal effects in there.
Sweet. Grab one and throw that bad boy on. And then I'm running.
And real quick before we leave, I'm gonna be like, okay, one last thing before we leave because we're gonna need to make a little bit of confusion for these guys. And I'm sorry. I'm gonna turn back to the the wall of body refrigerators, and I'm just going to turn to all of them, and I'm gonna be like, I am so sorry to all of you for the disrespect I'm about to commit to some of your bodies. And I just start opening up the fridges.
Okay.
Just a couple of them, not all of them. Just so I can let the cool air, so that some of them are going to start. When someone realizes that something's going on in here, they're going to need to be like, "Oh no, then we got to get this done. What happened last night? I don't know. Don't you see the bodies are melting?"
All right.
You could probably just turn off the fridge unit.
Well, he doesn't know how to do that.
I don't. I know that when you open the fridge and leave it open for an hour or two, all the milk and eggs spoil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So and then you guys hightail out of there. Max, I assume, is going to be sleeping at Jerry's tonight or today.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. And honestly, on the way out, whenever we're walking past the front desk person, even as soon as they look at us, I'm just going to put my finger on his lips, and I'm going to go shh, and I'm going to do the exact same thing I did on the way in.
Okay. Make him
Forget.
All right. Okay. So yeah, this will be quite the investigation in the future. But for now, everyone assumes you're dead. And yeah. So
Yeah.
that's that's fun.
Max, you're
I
dead. What
was-
do you want to
I
change
was
your name to?
I was hoping that like this would go a lot smoother, but I might have
Well,
to kill. I might have to kill myself again.
Frank wanted to be Mr. By the Book, and and there was a rookie with him, so I was like, oh yeah, I need to be as stupid and incompetent as possible.
Yep. Well, this turned
I mean,
And then you decided to still be alive at some point.
this turned out to be, maybe it wasn't the smooth thing you were hoping for, but it definitely turned out to be interesting. So
I mean, without the body, they can't really do any sort of investigation.
Oh shit! That means that John Doe might still have his job on Monday.
They can investigate what happened to the body.
They can, but if they can't find the body, like they can't go ahead and fire John Doe from the force if they don't have a body to show that he killed somebody.
This is ratting myself out, but I'm pretty sure there's cameras everywhere.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Don't worry. I know a guy.
that's a problem for another night.
Don't worry. I know a guy that's. Oh, and by the way, I guess I never mentioned this, but I 100% walked in with a hoodie and like a doctor's mask and sunglasses.
Okay, I'll let that slide for now.
And he changed his clothes. And he changed his clothes on the way out. Only I will say this: it kind of looks like that stereotypical. Oh, I don't want to be noticed, so I'm kind of waiting out. Like if you were at the park and you saw this person dressed like this, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, that dude's up to something."
Yeah. All right, so I guess that'll be the session for tonight then.
Complete and utter shit show.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
Every session.
Yeah, pretty much. So that was
We have fun here.
yet another exciting episode of Houston After Dark. And I am your storyteller, Ron Bjork, signing out. And so,
I'm Hayden, signing out. It was great playing with you guys.
I'm Frank. You can find me on some sort of social media if you look hard enough.
I'm Bill. I was Jerry, and I was also the chief visionary officer, and I was also rookie officer John Jack Daniel Doe. And you can find me on Twitter, Bill's above, blah blah blah. And I love you all.
And good night.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Okay. And good luck, yeah. How do I turn Craig off again? Craig.
Dear God,
Bye, Craig.
That was terrible.
That was wonderful. I don't know what you were talking about, but I gotta go.
I
I'm about to
loved
shit
it.
myself.
Oh yeah, no,
It
that
was
was a good one.
I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you all more about it on Friday. See ya.
It just gives me
See you later, Bill.
so much to work with.
Well, I mean, you said I had to play a cop, and if we're trying to be realistic, if we're doing a wellness check,